Hello, guys and gals, and welcome, 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 welcome. Busy day, but I wanted to get a little Diablo 2 in because, you know, why not? So let's sink our teeth into a little Diablo 2 today. Let's get started. Let's hop into chat. What's up, guys?
Thank you very much. Hey, what's up?
Oh, what's up, Ginger? How you doing?
Oh, I'm here.
Ace, it is perfect vendor prices. It's beautiful.
Tons of
Yes.
stuff to do today.
Yes. Very true.
So many things. Our freaking campfire chat for Diablo 4 was like 1,000,000 hours long.
Oh God.
What'd you learn?
It's too much to sum up in like a couple words. They're doing a stat squish and they're bringing the level cap down to 60, and like they got rune words. Rune
Hey.
words are added now.
Mr. Lazy, take that.
Bunch of really neat stuff. New skills, new abilities, new passives.
Oh, you dirty man.
Now you can have its bad juju.
Haha. That's the bad juju.
I gave him a 1 barbarian combat skiller with 39 life.
Mm.
How about you take this one a passive in magic GC with 23 to life?
I mean,
See, now
that
that's
thing's
actually
actually
useful.
kind of nice. Yeah.
I said that the other day, and someone's like, "Oh, it's and I'm like sitting there like, well, I'm gonna hold on to it because I'm telling you, like that actually was
I mean,
genuinely good.
they're really lovely. They're just never anything that somebody wants to keep necessarily in the long term unless they're going for
Is
like
it
levels
actually
and.
physical spears-ons? It's pretty much best in Salon.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
But
Because
who
your
runs a
physical spears
spear?
on getting more points in your fend doesn't really do you any real good. Like, it's not really that amazing. But getting a
Right.
point in crit, getting a point in penetrate, getting a point in all your dodges and avoids, and like all that stuff is actually way
And
more beneficial.
Valk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way more
Ginger.
beneficial.
Do you want this jewel, Ginger? It has 39 ED on it. That's a
I don't think I'm doing anything with a character
So-
that's going to use that this season.
For the record, I've been sitting on that combat skiller for like 2 days now. I'm gonna just try and sell your passive and magic.
Yeah, go for it. I found this FCR rare ring with all res and 47 AR for level 48. I don't know if that's worth keeping.
So Dobrunsky's been streaming a bunch, and I invited him to the Discord. He asked me for the
Ooh.
link, so who knows? Maybe he'll show up.
I hope so. He's a good man.
He's got a mustache now. It might be
See.
evil Dobrunsky. You never know.
Didn't he take a break?
Yeah.
Only if we can get Phil in here.
Heh.
You think he'll do it, Ginger?
No clue. That'd be cool though.
Yeah, that would.
All right, respectfully, Mr. Lazy, I need you to leave my game. Thank you.
Mr. Lazy. That's not a
Yep.
very nice way to talk about your friends.
I'm not a very nice man.
I can tell.
I once called my friends fat and stupid.
I can tell.
Oh God. Oh Lord. Here we go.
I'm not a very good friend either because I'm ADHD crackhead, so like I'll forget you exist. Like it's not intentional, but like if we don't see each other for a period of time, I'll just forget you exist. And then like
You forget your
you'll say
friends.
hi to me one day, and then I'll be like, "Oh yeah, third gear." I'll remember
forget your
immediately
friend's
upon being like reminded, but like I'll forget you exist. Like that's how ADHD works.
Do you forget your friends' birthdays?
Oh yeah, all the time.
I don't actually know any of my friends' birthdays.
I mean, even if I did know their birthday, I wouldn't remember it because my brain doesn't work. So, non-functional brain.
I'm actually a friend of mine. I don't even know his last name.
I actually had
not
to
even-
start writing stuff down. Like, that was actually something that I had to start doing because I realized, like, how poor my memory is. And it's not necessarily that I don't remember things, but it's like I don't remember things when I want to remember them. So I started writing it down in like a little notepad. And like I'll pull up my notepad from time to time and be like, oh yeah, I had an idea about a video. I'll forget ideas about videos. I have to write them down. I'm like, I'll just stop in the middle of what we're doing sometimes, and my girlfriend's like, what are you doing? I'm like, get off your phone. I'm like, look, I had an idea for a video. I gotta write it down or I won't remember it later. She's like, yeah, you will. I'm like, no, I won't.
Oh, Lord.
I will not remember.
I have found my edge bow.
Hell yeah.
Remembering is a difficult thing.
Despite your infinite gold trick, Ginger, I still want a Geed and a edge bow for gambling.
I mean, obviously, because that makes your infinite gambling even more efficient. So you need to do less infinite gold trick and more gambling. So, haha, obviously.
So what do you think I should gamble? Rings, amulets, or circlets?
I mean, it really depends on what you need. I mean, with infinite gold, like, the price of the items isn't necessarily a factor anymore. Now it's just like, what do you want to gamble?
Well, I'd like to gamble the Griffins, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'd also like to gamble Amaras, but that's also not going to happen.
I mean, it's possible.
Or a Blacathos.
I've seen people gamble Griffins before. During that that whole like thing, remember when the infinite gambling on the during the holidays? There was a lot of people that gambled Griffins during that time period. It's not impossible.
Was it literally infinite gambling?
Yeah, they had like a thing that gave you like reduced like vendor prices, and combined together with the edge bow and the geeds, it was like basically you were making gold during that time period. Like you were literally like when you went to sell an item and you bought it back, like you could literally just make infinite gold, and it was so easy to do because items were worth like basically nothing, but then you would sell them for everything. It was pretty similar to the infinite gold trick that we're currently using, except that one was actually like introduced directly by Blizzard, which kind of makes me think that they don't care about this infinite gold trick, especially since they introduced one of their own that's out of point. And yeah, I mean, did you not do that infinite gold trick during the holidays?
No, I was busy seeing family.
Yeah,
during that Christmas. I don't
there's a
usually have a lot of
video.
time playing.
There's a video of me doing it. Like it's like when they released it, I was online like all day for like 8 hours, and that's all they did for like 8 hours was gamble.
Rings are 35k a pop, so I'm just gonna gamble those.
I mean, rings is a good choice. Amulets is a good choice. Some pretty good amulets and some pretty good rings that you could potentially end up with. I mean, if
I don't
anything,
think
you
I'm
just
a high
hold on.
enough level to get the +2 to skill amulets yet.
Well, level are you?
89.
I mean, you'll get them, they just won't be as often. 93 is like your 100% possible chance. It's kind of odd to say it like that because it's not a 100% chance, but it's a 100% chance that it's possible.
Right.
You're
yeah,
at like I think you're at Rome at the moment. You're at like a 25% chance or something. So it's possible, but it's not likely.
Right. So I think gambling for rings would be better because my rings aren't exactly beautiful.
Because I believe it's the minimum level is 85, I believe, or 87. I can't remember. Because it's plus 4 minus 5, so like 5 from 93 is what? 87 or 88?
88.
Yeah. So like basically you have like your -5 would be different though. So you're at 89. So your -5 brings you down all the way to 84, which is 4 levels or 3 levels below 87. So when you gamble, it has a chance to roll between 80 basically your level. And it can also go up from your level too, though, of +4. So I don't know what the exact % chance that would be, considering there's.
I'm not in the optimal range. Oh, I got a dwarf star out of it.
Okay. Something. It's a thing.
It's a swampy item.
Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop. I got too many videos announced today. Nobody's going to be able to see my stream. Every time you have more than 3 videos up at a time, like it's like the 4th video, it's like, oh, you posted a video? I didn't know. I was supposed to, like, announce that to your viewers? Yeah, that didn't happen. Oops. That's cool. I probably won't be on for, like, forever today, because I've already been streaming for way too long. But I gotta get my D2 fix. No, the rune words that they're adding to D4 are pretty neat, though.
Oh, really? They announced that?
Yeah.
Oh, what do they do exactly?
So they kind of like focused on like one aspect of the D2 rune words. Like they think that obviously they can't encapsulate the entirety of the D2 rune words, but they wanted to make something that was D2-esque, which they did. They focused on the only aspect that rune words are like really good at, which is cross skills. That's what everybody really likes about the rune words, like the most, is things like the teleports, the like
things
the
that
zeal,
are build
the berserk,
enabling.
the things that like allow you to use another class's skill on the other class, right? So like it's a class compatibility. So a lot of the rune words are focusing around that kind of idea of allowing you to use like other classes' abilities on your character. It's pretty neat. I think it's going to go over really well. Everybody likes being able to use a skill that they're not supposed to.
Yes.
Like you can use like the necro curses, like Decrepify and like Iron Maiden and stuff. You can use those on like any character now with the rune words, so you can get like free Decrepify.
So are they added to any item, or are they added?
So it's a 2-socket rune word. So it's only items that are 2 sockets, and they comprised of 2 pieces. So you have the they call it the invocation rune, and then they call it the ritual rune. And like the ritual is used to like fuel the invocation or whatever. It's kind of a neat little like system though, because I was wondering what the hell they were going to do with only 2 slots. And so like they have things like when you use certain cooldowns, you build up an offering, and once you build up enough offering, the effect essentially just activates. So the invocation activates, and then like all the invocations have different, costs. So you can't just like spam them as much as you possibly want. But if you set it up properly with the right invocation, you can definitely get some very good use out of the abilities. Good usage out of it? Exactly. Okay. So like you're going to tie it together with what you're doing. So like if you have a lot of cooldowns, one of the offering runes, or the what is it called, the ritual runes, it gives you offering every single time you use a cooldown. So like if you're spamming cooldowns, that's going to be really nice for you, because you're going to get tons of offering for every cooldown that you spam. Another one was like movement based. So like every time you move, you gain like a certain number of meters, you gain offering. So like that one would work really well with like a whirlwind build or something like that, where you're constantly moving and you never stop, right? So you're just constantly gaining offering the entire time. I mean, it's a really interesting system, and it really does kind of harken back to D2 in a lot of ways, where you get skills that don't belong to you, like teleport doesn't belong to you, berserk doesn't belong to you, zeal, like CTA with like the work, or the shout and the battle command and whatnot. Like there's definitely a lot of fun to be had when you're throwing a skill that doesn't belong to you on a character. It's like,
and it opens up a fair amount of options.
Yes.
For builds to get a little bit of utility or survivability or something that their particular class is missing. I can see it being super lovely on a necro.
Well, like they're also putting enhanced versions on the abilities, so like not even just the base version, but with like the additional runes. So as an example, like they did enhanced Warcry as one of the options. And Warcry is a barbarian skill that gives you berserking. And so they asked the question, they're like, so does that mean that when I use Enhanced Warcry, does that mean that my character goes berserk? And yes, so basically using that ability, you can add berserking status to basically any character with that effect, which is pretty cool. So like, it's not even just the skills itself, it's also the supplementary effects of the skills, which are being added in.
Well, I was getting ready to say, so like the Necro's always complaining about move speed. Suddenly you can get those barbarian buffs, you know, the...
Warcry increases movement speed, yeah.
Right.
They also did one of the Druid's ultimates, Petrify, so you can get Petrify casted, like once every 5 seconds. The Teleport is in there. It's a jaw rune. So basically, the Sorceress has like an enchantment where she can turn her evade into a teleport. So what it does is once you fulfill the offering level, your evade turns into teleport, and so the next time you evade, it's a teleport instead of a regular evade, which is pretty cool.
Interesting.
Like there was a bunch of cross like skill compatibility stuff. Like I said, both the curses, Iron Maiden and Decrepify, are going to be like available to all characters. Like there's ways that you can use them on anybody. That one's going to be fun too, because a lot of characters are going to like having free Decrepify. Decrepify is a powerful curse even in D4.
Yes, it is.
And then they gave it the advanced rune effect, so it has the
Amplify damage or whatever.
well, the Decrepify has 2. They gave it the one where it gives like the chance to execute enemies.
So not the good one, but still.
But still one of the advanced nodes. I would have preferred the cooldown reduction.
Everybody would have. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
that's like the bread and butter of that.
Mm-hmm.
I need mana.
So D4 went from D4 to D.3.5 to D5. I mean, basically, yeah. I even made a meme about it on the new video. I was like, I wrote D4 and then in parentheses wrote D5 next to it. I mean, I ain't wrong. I mean, the game is, I don't even know what to make about it. And we're gonna take a look at when the PTR comes though. It's next Wednesday, so when that comes around, we're gonna be diving into the PTR pretty severely. Until then, I'm gonna enjoy some Diablo 2 though. Unless they leak out some more information. Dobrunsky's been playing almost primarily Diablo 4. Every time I hop on his channel, he's playing Diablo 4 now. He's really in love with the Landslide Druid, looks like. He said something about the only character he knows anything about is the Druid. Oh, Worldstone Keep.
Nice.
Let's go.
Here, I'll make GGM EXP 1. Let's see if we can actually get enough people in here to...
Lazy, do you want your thing back? You want your geeds back?
Hey, AJ, thank you for the donation, man. $10 for Kubis.
I mean,
and
I'm
the
not done with it,
furballs.
but I'm getting ready to go hit Worldstone for the next hour, so I figure I shouldn't set my inventory if you hop off.
Kubis eats me out of house and home,
Gotcha.
so...
Oh man. Hey Ginger, do you want this circlet? I'm not sure what you're using these days.
Hold on.
It's in chat. Game chat.
Who's Sparkzilla? And why ain't you got no Doojangs? Why ain't you got no Doojangs?
Alright, where do I go to drop this off?
Yeah, that's a pretty nice circle.
I'm not sure if you can use it or not, but it's yours if you want it.
Yeah, sure, I'll take it. I can put my Harlequin crest on my Merc for right now. It's probably going on him anyway, eventually.
This is yours. I'll put that to good use.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty nice.
Maybe we might do new character day tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see.
It just needs sockets. So that could get potentially 2 at Larza crate.
What? The rare one?
Circlet. Yeah.
Nah, the rare one can only get 1.
Only gets 1 for sure.
Yeah,
okay.
blues can get potentially 2. It's a 50-50 roll.
Yeah, that'd have been sick if it had 2 sockets on it.
Good afternoon.
Are you in that EXP run, Fiji?
I'm not at this very second. I'm about to.
Okay, I'll meet you in the
Oh,
EXP run then.
Hold on.
See, we got
is it-
Haradrim resurrecting things in here.
This guy is doing cow games, and I'm about to literally like 1 cow will put me at 24, so like I will be like there soon.
Okay. I'll just absorb this thing's lovely magic mind until then.
Yes.
Absorb it.
Yes. It's part of my being now.
Sorry, there's still a bunch of Death Lords all over the place. Is everything all spread out on this freaking zone? Like, they were all over the place, weren't they?
So apparently, trap skillers are now just dirt cheap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
How's
I
that
picked
work?
one up. I picked one up for 3 perfect amethysts.
Ooh, oh, I also have a skiller for you, Ginger. I got summoning skills with 3 strength, I think.
Oh, nice. I will definitely
I'll
take
give it
that.
to you next game. Yep. I was running Hell Tristram and just like elite farming. It was actually pretty productive.
Sweet. Yeah, Tristram is a good place to just
Yeah.
kill a bunch of elites and maybe do some orchid. It's not the
There's
greatest for
usually-
EXP, but the elite
No.
density is pretty good.
There's like 5 elites around.
A great terror zone for getting your Sunder Charms.
Yeah, I think I found 4 in like the hour.
And you selling them off?
I've got a couple of my stats. Some of them weren't great.
I was just
But-
selling off all the Cold Hunters. I kept like all
Yeah.
6 of the ones we found in that last run we were doing. Sold every single one off except for one of them. Got like poles, like like cows, like whatever people. I even traded one for a necro skiller.
Okay.
I found a ethereal 4 open socket giant thresher.
Oh, really?
I got
Yeah,
17
there's
viewers on
insight-based.
Twitch, but nobody said anything. Hello, Twitch viewers.
Is that exceptional or elite?
It's the super rare elite base. It's the giant thresher. So
Okay, nice. Well, that sounds very expensive, but I do need I need to switch over to insight on my Merc when I'm horking
Hey, in essence.
or when I'm
nice.
teleporting.
I mean, I was considering selling it, but I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I will make an insight knit and give you my old one, which is just an elite base,
Yeah, I'd be game for that, man.
non-ethereal.
May be of help.
Yeah, well, I've got let's see what I got. I've got a battle scythe, ethereal battle scythe that's in right now. So like
Aw.
What's the damage on it?
Look at that
Uh,
sadness.
211.
Didn't roll Jmod for me. It rolled
Aw.
mechanics.
Is that the peak?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mechanics, Great Hallberg of the Razor.
Oh, there you are, Miss Lazy.
Yes.
Where you at?
Right here.
Ginger, you buy the stash? You want this charm?
I'm currently summoning my army at Pindle.
Roger.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
Thank
kill
you.
Pindle too while I'm at it. Why not?
I can give it to you later if you want. Unless you want it now.
I'm just building my army up, and I figure I might as well get Pindle while I'm here.
Heck yeah. We're all GGM, right? I think in here. I'll drop about the stash.
There's only one person without a GGM tag. I don't know what's going on. Sparkzilla, I don't know who that is.
He makes me paranoid.
Yeah, he doesn't fit. One of us. One of us. One of us.
Afternoon.
Here,
No,
Ginger.
it's the appropriate term
Oh,
is
here, just drop it down here. There's
goggle.
nobody here.
It was by the stash on the ground.
Gobble gobble one of us.
What'd you say? It's on the next to the stash.
Oh, that was, yeah. Now there's.
Okay,
I
got it.
just gotta manage my charms.
Always got that big boy boof.
I know, mine's starting to get beefy.
Nice, good stuff.
I'm at level 29 now.
Yeah, mine's 24.
The torch helped out.
Is there like one skeleton up in the corner or something? There is.
Yeah, I gotta get a torch eventually.
Have we got capitalized GGM in the odd man out with lowercase? What?
I'm only a couple keys away from the 3 runs.
Yeah, who's the lowercase GGM? You big silly goose.
I have no idea.
And then we got the GGM with the dash instead of the underline. What is this? Anarchy?
No, just a special ed class.
Well, that skiller has put me to the point where I guess I can no longer use my all-res charm. Does anybody want my all-res charm? It's an all-res 8 with lightning 1-3, shimmering large charm of shock.
No.
Not sure.
You
if
want me to
guys-
run it? Do you want me to run it to a swappy?
I mean, if anybody can use it, if we can't use it,
I
I mean, it's an
don't need
all-res
it.
charm. All-res charm is an all-res charm is an all-res charm.
The only res I don't have maxed is poison and
I'm sad to
not
see
that
it
big of a
go, but I
problem.
can't really do anything.
I don't know, it's not on the ground anymore, so it either found a good home or it's gone.
Teleport on Bale's head so he can be really, really freaking dead. What's up, Leroy989? A diamond mail. Don't leave any blue armors on the ground, guys. If it's a blue and it's elite, don't leave it on the ground. I mean, first off, they're
If
worth
it's a-
35,000 gold, and second
Yeah, so
off,
if it's
they can be
elite, don't leave it
J-mod.
on the ground.
Yeah, second off, they can be J-mod. Doesn't matter what elite armor it is. They can be J-mod, and they'll be worth lots of money.
Ginger. I found this like 2 days ago, but imagine if I had found this earlier for you in the beginning when you first started your necro.
Oh yeah,
And look at the
Maelstrom.
rolls. Oof.
Yeah, it's
Almost.
an interesting one for early on with the corpse explosion.
Yeah. It was so close though.
You know what? I'm less suspicious of Sparkzilla now because he's teleporting.
My
Lies. It's all that's the con. See, he gets you with the free teleports, and then he charges you
Lem.
$999 later to upgrade your
It's-
Comcast.
It's like a long distance call.
I haven't been bowing him, my bad.
You horrible demon!
You don't. He doesn't need it. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want your stench.
How
Hey, you don't get
dare
my-
you!
I'm not shouting at you anymore.
You're not worth yelling at.
Oh, I was wondering why I was burning all my mana so quickly. Instead of casting my lower res curse, I was recasting my golem over and over again. That'll do it.
You have enough mana to cast your golem more than once?
Well, no, that's why I was running out of mana, and I was wondering why I was running out of mana so fast. I didn't realize. So much fire. What's up, Pork Sniffer? What's up, Walker Dude? What's up, Logan? What's up, AJ? What's up, Mason? What's up, Jeremy Hippie?
You know, I've been doing
Pastellax?
e-runs all day and have gotten very little and but half a bar of experience, and I've gotten a quarter of a bar in like 3p, what is this? 3p7 bail runs.
Never fear, Ginger is here. You check that assault helmet too. It could be a god tier. Last season, or not last season, a couple seasons ago when Elementalist was still playing for us, with us, he found a blue helmet that had like +3 war cries, +3 BO, +3 freaking like battle command, battle orders. Like it was crazy. I was like, it was nuts. Like it was like the sickest blue helmet I've ever seen.
The barbarian helmet.
And it was just like random blue helmet.
I'm looking for those, what is it, 3 to traps, 3 to lightning sentry, 40 IAS, 2 socketed claws.
Good afternoon.
They're so fast, I can't even build them. Too fast for me.
You're looking for the ridiculous clause of ridiculousness?
The ridiculous claws of ridiculousness, yes. I don't expect to find them. I expect to end up using a 6-faceted phase blade, but...
Ooh, this armor is expensive to repair.
I never liked doing the like 6-faceted phase blade thing. It doesn't ever seem to be worth it. The problem revolves around losing too much base damage from the skill. It's just not...
No.
It seems like having lots of negative res would be useful, but then when you lose all the base damage from the skill because your skill level is so low, the base damage doesn't make up for the loss of the skills. And then you just like basically just wasted 6 perfect facets for whatever reason.
I won't be running perfects, but the plus to lightning skill damage is super useful because I don't have any other way of getting it.
You know that lightning skill damage used to not apply to
Traps, yeah.
traps at all?
Neither did the negative res.
Well, the lightning skill damage actually showed on the board, even though it didn't actually do anything.
Oh, that's rude.
Do lightning charms count?
No.
No,
Okay.
those are on hit
Melee.
for weapon damage,
Yeah.
like melee
Yeah,
range.
yeah. But
Otherwise, they would be like standard. You would want trap skills with lightning damage
I
on
know.
charms.
Did you ever take a look at the build I set up for the?
I haven't yet because I'm a little too broke to transition into anything other than the ghetto stuff I'm wearing.
Well, the build uses Crescent Moon. Like, there's no ghetto transition required.
Okay, I've already got a crescent moon.
I mean, basically what it revolves around is setting up a lightning kicker. So you essentially just build into exactly what it is that you're doing. So you're doing lightning traps, right? Well, you just build negative lightning res, and you also build plus lightning skill damage on your like charms and stuff like that. You still use a lightning thunder. Like, not much really changes except you max out the dragon kick, because you want to get like as many kicks as you possibly can.
Right.
And what it allows you to do is it allows you to take advantage of your freaking boss Crescent Moon and spam your static field and stuff on targets. And then you get lots of negative res to obviously help out your lightning damage. And you stack a lot of lightning damage from like charms and stuff like that to get as much lightning damage in your build as you can. Maybe even throw in like a wisp projectors for free lightning and silly things. You also get lots of chain lightning coming from the Crescent Moon itself. And they just synergize with each other because you're building lightning damage and negative lightning resistance, which is what you do for your traps anyway. You're still going to have plenty of points to put in for your traps, so there's no problem there. You don't have to build like Claw Mastery or anything because you're using a sword, so you're still using a shield. There's a lot of lightning facets involved, but I mean, no more I think than you would probably already be using in a build like that.
I was planning on using 8.
And it basically it's just like that build plus like a melee addition that allows you to just rip things to shreds relatively easily. So that you're not just standing back doing nothing. Then you can actually run up if you want to, like on an elite or something like that, start kicking the crap out of it, while your traps are also shooting them in the face.
Give them these hands.
Yeah. Or feet, rather. Stinky feet.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, I tested all the variations of it. So I tested a fire version, I tested a lightning version. I was like, hey, Higgins. I tested the cold version. The cold version was by far the worst. Just too low damage. Oh, pulverin. Nice. It's too low damage in general. Just didn't really have the output required, unfortunately. And, I don't know.
There's not a lot of synergy. The reason the traps work is because it's lightning on lightning.
Now, fire was okay. It wasn't the greatest, but fire was basically what dual phoenixes is what you basically did. And you ran, like your kicks through dual phoenixes. You used the fire traps, so you had lots of negative res.
That rich.
But it did work. It did actually work. It just wasn't the best. The best one was Crescent Moon. Like, it was just the best by far. And it was the cheapest too, I think, if I remember correctly. There's a little bit of competition between like plus the skills and skill damage, but it doesn't really matter like all that much because you're doing so much lightning damage between everything that's going on. You're just kind of converting some of your lightning traps damage into like the ability to apply static field and other nice things that definitely are very helpful.
Hey, did you DM that to me, or did you just post it in ladder chat?
Oh, I probably posted it directly to you. I don't remember. Or maybe I posted it in ladder chat. I mean, I didn't originally set them up as trapper builds. I set them up as elemental kicker builds. But the funny thing about setting them up as elemental kicker builds is you just had tons of extra points left over. So, like, when you were done, it was like, okay, so where do I spend my extra points? So you're like, well, guess I can max out the traps. The traps that are associated with my elements. Cold kind of sucked because there was no traps associated with cold, so... like, that was a whole other thing. You just ended up with a whole bunch of free points that you couldn't do anything with. I mean, you maxed out, like, you know, the, what is it, the Death Sentry, just for the corpse explosions. God, it won't let me identify items. Why is it so laggy? Hey, is that a grinding bow? That also happens to have a Fool's mod? What's the cap on the Fool's mod for max damage? Isn't it like 43 or something like that?
No clue.
Because look at this bow. This bow is 112, which means it must be.
Oh, nice.
Which means it must be grinding and Fools together, right? It's got to be.
Yes. More than grinding.
Which means that this could be the mythical 30k item. This could be it.
Yeah.
That has double the max damage on it. Because normally it's a lower end for sure.
Yeah, I found one today that was like plus 45 max damage on an elite bow.
What do you need?
Let's see. It's only 1,695 to sell. Putting it in my hand, it's 5,981. Okay. But we can upgrade it to the exceptional, because remember we said the exceptionals are always better price?
Mm-hmm.
So let's test this, shall we?
Is it a rare?
It's a rare. So what's the upgrade recipe? It's upgrade rare weapon 1. It's Am Ort Sapphire. Okay.
There's an Ort on the ground over here.
Impossible. Impossible.
I'm doing it
So
right
no
now.
offers for my MP. Sad. I just don't think anyone could afford it.
So we upgraded it to the elite status. It's now 20,000 gold, or exceptional status. It's now 20,000 gold to sell. Let's do a quick buyout here. And it's 8,941 to buy.
12K.
About 12K. It's not quite as good, is it? I think it's because of bow. It's a bow. I think that's the problem.
You might be looking for a short sword or something like that.
Upgrade it to like the Gladius.
Yep. I saw that man catcher. Was it any good?
Nope. 2 open sockets.
That's sad face.
Mana. Mana. Hey, level 91.
Nice.
This is really good EXP.
Been watching a lot of my videos on unique items, getting back into D2. Well, glad you like them. Hopefully it helps you understand what the items are good for. More than just simply what most people would tell you, which is throw it on the ground and don't look at it.
Oh, who did that?
Who did what?
You're fired. Put that portal down and I missed the EXP on the kill.
Not I.
You owe me, like, whatever, 50,000 experience. Why am I not using Hondos is the question.
I would if I have one, but...
Hondel's all tritey. All righty then. Summon the golem. Takes all
Ginger.
my mana.
I made that the other day.
A hustle? Hold on. Summoning.
In a Eth Ghost Spear.
That's a fast one. That's a nice damage base.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing faster than a ghost spear is the Mankacha. But it's less
I
damage.
know. I was hoping to roll 4, but 3, and I was like, like a hustle.
What did I put my skill point into? Revives. I'm still not like fully like maxed out on my specs and stuff, so.
The bow's gonna be even bigger now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I just went up to 28 instead of 27.
Can't kill anything now, but it's alright.
Do you really need to?
No.
You were providing us with something very valuable. You could just sit there and be useless, and we're still happy you're here.
Oh, like I'm doing?
Your tune, I see.
Oh no, I'm equally as positive as I am
A
negative.
Lockabur.
You still smell funny, but you're the good type of smell funny.
I know, I made my Enigma without an armor, without a shirt on, without an undershirt.
You made it in a
So you can
hobo
smell
armor.
me.
The hoboiest.
It's one step up from a hobo.
A himbo?
That hobo was made for walking. And that's just what he'll do. But he's not gonna walk without digging a big old poo right in your yard.
Are we all sharing our shirts or something?
Don't poo in my yard, Ginger.
Oh, he's pooing in your yard. He's doing it right now. You need to go stop him.
My yard, I just mowed.
Right, he's just a projectile pooing too.
Ugh.
It's not even just regular poo. It's all over the place.
Dear Lord.
You're gonna have brown grass everywhere.
Oh.
So much brown grass.
Yes. Oh, the brown grass.
Ventar the Unholy. How unholy? I don't know. He's pretty unholy.
You happen to know what you labeled that lightning build, that assassin build, Ginger?
Yeah, elemental kicker or something along those lines.
I like that Phoenix sin that you made. That did like ridiculous damage.
It was a fun build.
That was pretty cracked.
I think that was the other one in the build, in the two, between the three that I tested. I actually tested more than three because I tested several. I think it was 2 different cold builds. One with Doom, one with what was the other one I tested? The Voice of Reason, I think. I also tested the Phoenix, and then I tested the Crescent Moon, and I'll see if I can find it for you.
I found it.
Oh, you found it? Okay.
Yeah, you hit me with the elemental kicker, which allowed me to
Good afternoon.
find it. At least I found your theory craft video.
That's it. That's the one. I theory crafted like 1 million builds.
Yes.
At your service.
And you have a JMod.
I mean, I don't think I made a JMod in that one. I'm pretty sure I just used a 4 open socket white plate. That's all I did. 4 open socket white.
Yep, okay.
I realized at some point that there's no reason that you don't need a JMod to do a 4 open socket, whatever. Like, just
Of course you do. It's to flex on the pores.
no, you don't need it. You can just put it in anything. It doesn't really matter. As long as it's got 4 sockets, you're fine. Or you can even just skimp and use like one of the 3 socket armors, like Black Hades or something, or Chris Waltz. I'm excited for the rune words in D4. Yeah, they look pretty good. I like cross skill anything. Cross skill anything is always very fun to play with. Like when I made my werewolf druid or werewolf barbarian, or like the you know, you do like a zeal sorceress. There's all sorts of fun builds like the exploding arrow enchantress. I mean, being able to get access to skills that don't belong to you is like half the fun of playing these games. It's fun that they finally started doing it.
Branch arm. It's a geese.
Randy Chammy.
It's a 70 cold sunder.
Nah, it's a geese.
It is?
Yeah, I couldn't pick it up.
Yeah. You know, I forgot what having good EXP was like.
I know, it feels so good.
Sicketh, another grandest charm.
2. Unless that was the same one.
There's a grinding scythe.
Nice.
72 cold. You can't make man catcher in a BOTD. You can't make BOTD to man catcher. It's not enough sockets. That's why you go with the ghost spear. Ghost spear is the only option. It's the only good option anyway. It's the fastest base with 6 sockets.
Yep.
And if you've ever played around with Fend, you would know that you always want the fastest build. Fastest weapon. Because Fend is like amazing once it hits its higher breakpoints. Like there could be 100 enemies around you in a circle and you can hit all 100 enemies in like that. It's actually kind of stupid.
Wait, DK. you know cannot be frozen?
It's on my shield.
Okay. Do you want a Raven Frost? I found one the other day.
Nah, I've got like a nearly perfect one, but I don't use it because of the cold damage.
Alright.
Great pole axe.
I'm just using Ondals for this BXP game is all.
Yeah, Andals gives the experience, so he's literally just mooching. He's mooching.
I'm also giving you level 33 bow.
I think that's still on the mooching side of things. I'm one of the last Herodrum.
I've been using these dual whiz bikes to teleport. I kind of just want to put ists in those and use those to like hork with because it's so fast.
Not whiz bikes. You want suicide branches.
Suicide branch. Oh, do those have MF on them?
They have +1 skills.
Oh.
And they're faster casting. And they got beautiful stats on them.
Okay.
You want dual suicide branches. That's what you want.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me about that.
Dual isted suicide branches.
Yeah, I think I might go with that. I just like to go fast.
Yeah, it's fast. Those are the fastest ones, and they also have plus the skills on them. So.
Okay.
So you get 2 skills and what is it? 50% faster cast per.
Yeah.
Per suicide branch. And then suicide branches also have. I'm trying to remember. They got other nice stats on them too.
They have all res.
They
10,
are
increased maximum
+1. Yeah, +1 skills, 50% cast rate, increased maximum mana 10%, all res 10, 40 life, and attacker takes damage of 25.
Oh, and they're cheap as hell.
Oh yeah. You get 2 of them, socket them, put like a ist in them or a lem or something.
Like a Piami.
Kind of wish I found one early on. That would have been nice. But alas, no. Chinchilla fluff on my nose somewhere. Chinchilla fluff monsters.
As fine as that hair is, it might just be stuck to you forever.
Yep. Yep. I used to tell people like, man, the chinchilla fur is terrible, and they're like, what do you mean? I don't see any. And then I would take my hand and I would go like this, and I would just go like down, and I would gather it, because you can't see it unless you gather it together. And then I would pull off like a fluff of it and drop it, and it would like float through the air like a feather.
You know what? It's free insulation for your house.
It's kind of hot. I hope they put you in D4's expansion. What, I'm going to be the next Deckard Cain?
Stay
a while, and hello, guys and gals!
Well, they're just going to use a reference character called the Soulless One.
The soulless one. Why does he have such red hair? Great sword. Is that the good belt or is that the bad belt? It's
the bad belt.
It's the okay belt. Harsaris' Iron Stone. I keep it for new character day. You have quite the treasure there in that soul. Give your soul unto me. Demons, 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 demons and buttholes. Demons, 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 and demons and buttholes. Who doesn't want some demons and buttholes? Demons, 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 demons and buttholes. Demons and buttholes. That's the theme song.
Soundtrack.
That's the theme song to the Demons and Buttholes game. Demons and buttholes. Demons and buttholes.
Hello.
And then it goes into like a solo.
No, that's
What, you don't like my demons and buttholes? What
no.
do you
I
got?
just rolled that insight. It's not. It
Oh,
rolled low
okay.
on crit, but it got good everything else.
Okay.
So,
What was the damage on the one you were using?
it's 113 to 475.
Okay. I wouldn't mind using that one if you wanted to give your old one up.
Yep, absolutely.
Thanks, man.
Boom, 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 boom.
I'll
Demons
drop
and
it for you in
buttholes.
the next game.
Sounds good. And then I can
Demons
save that
buttholes.
exceptional base for new character day when we're going leveling up.
I feel like at this point, Ginger, you sing so many songs that you need to like make your own like.
Album.
Yeah.
Ginger's greatest hits.
Yeah.
You can get into a rap battle with Momma, like a diss rap battle.
Ugh.
Yeah. No, I need to do it with Phil. I
Your
suspect,
mama's so hairy, I thought she was my dog.
I suspect Phil has little
She
to
was
no
out
rhythm.
on my lawn and she pooped out a log. I
Yeah.
can't believe it.
Really
She
nice
wouldn't
guy,
retrieve
just no rhythm.
Legend Spike.
A spike of legend. Burp. Minion of destruction.
Somebody threw a diamond mail on the ground. What's wrong with you? It's only got one socket, but that's still 35k.
35k in the bank. 35k in a tank. Money's running low, Frank. Gonna give me a hot dog.
Costco. Hot dogs.
Nothing more stable than a Costco hot dog. Our whole economy is based on it. Hey, another elder staff just fell.
Nice.
Huh.
Is that another Ondel?
I'll take it.
Oh.
Damn it.
Oh.
It can be my placeholder for the moment until I get my Mang songs, which I'm going to eventually use. So
Have you been hunting tradery for those yet?
yeah, I'm trying to find one with 15% fire. Like that's the main goal. But the other ones are like I would like it if the other ones weren't like garbage because they also enhance my my mages.
That insight's by the stash.
Thank you.
Only 10 payments of $39.95 plus shipping.
I'd buy your album.
Ginger's
by the way.
greatest hits. I'd have to harvest all my songs from like the 18,000 corners of my my live streams.
Mm-hmm.
It would take some time.
And you'd also want to try and make full versions of them. You know, you need a good 2.5, 3 minutes per song.
That's hard.
Oh yeah. But who said becoming rich as a musician was easy?
Ginger did.
I mean, people got silly tastes on music. I don't know. My stuff is more funny than like headbangers, but
I mean, what is it? Is it like what is it? That song, I glued my balls to my butthole?
I glued my balls straight to my butt, and now I'm not gonna tell you what. I can't go poo anymore, or I might tear something at my back door. How's that?
Hair? Good lord.
I mean,
Oh no.
little super glue. I tell you, it was not a bright idea to try to glue some model planes while I was taking a big old train right inside that dump in a can. I'm telling you guys, man. This is an uncomfortable song. Good. You're supposed to feel uncomfortable. That is the you have so you have confirmed that I have succeeded.
The banger. Like the headbanger's ball with the Goulet. Robert Goulet.
Well, Ginger won, you lost, so now you gotta give him some money.
Gonna die.
What did I win? I won stuff?
Some dignity.
Dignity.
Wow.
Nope. Goulet.
I gave that up a long time ago.
That's gonna be my next
When I
character name,
decided
actually.
ages and ages and ages ago, I made a decision that I didn't care what nobody else thought of me. There was no care in the world in my mind of what anybody thought of me. That was my decision. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be me, and I don't care whether people like me or not, because I like me. If somebody likes me, at
Good
least
enough.
it's me. Okay.
You're smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like you.
I mean, I like me, and that's all that really counts. Okay? You guys don't really count. I count. I like myself first before I start wondering whether other people like me. If you can't look at yourself in the mirror and make a weird face and giggle, then I don't know what you're doing with your life.
Good afternoon.
Like, look at this ugly guy. I look at myself in the mirror sometimes. I'm like, look at this ugly guy. It's so ugly. What's wrong with this guy's face?
Ooh.
Was it? I was watching that new Lotto movie on Netflix. Cracked me up. She goes. Did anybody ever tell you that your face just kind of looks like a giant ear? Dude, I was cracking up. He was like, yeah. He goes, they did all the time when I was a kid. And you're bringing up some really bad memories right now.
Hey, Lazy, did you ever find Guardian Angel?
Nope.
I haven't either. I've been looking for you. I might try to trade one for you because I still owe you.
Hey, no worries, man. Ain't no one really owes me anything. I just help out.
No,
I feel
you,
good.
you grabbed that insight last game, right?
I did, sir.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, bro. But that grief you gave me, like, has enabled me to give a lot of stuff away as well. So I appreciate it.
Fair enough. All my luck actually started when I traded and I got my Scolders.
Nice.
I don't understand, like, I asked Bobby, and he's like, yeah, he's like, run that, and I was like, okay. And then that was like the same, like, night, like, the very first run, that's when I rolled the Maros right away. I was like, brother.
Nice.
Well, you know there's
What's your MF?
you know there are exact MF percentages that give better loot than others, right?
Yes.
So you putting
what
on that
degree?
Scolders may have actually brought you to an exact percentage that you were like unlocking the key for certain objects. Unfortunately,
You have
with
a video on that?
Scolders, yeah, I do. Unfortunately, with Scolders, because of the fact that you level up, as you level up, you gain more Magic Find. Every time you level up, you're going to change the Magic Find percentage, so it's going to be a different key every single time.
Yeah.
You have them memorized?
Do I have them memorized? No.
Yeah.
Because
Man.
it's different for each item, like each
Okay.
item container and stuff like that. But when I was actually testing it, there were certain percentages that just seemed like way more lucky than others.
Oh.
Like they would like often turn items into rares, uniques, sets more often than any other percentages. Like think about it, like you got like you're a big janitor and you got like 300 keys on a key ring, and like it's like 1 to 300% magic find. And like, you know, 255 exactly is like the right key to get you Amaras or something like that. It It's
that
very
Mara's
it's very
comes from a
specific.
very specific spot.
But if you don't have that exact percentage of magic find, then you're never going to get the Mars.
We're going to be living on Mars and still learning stuff about D2.
Yes. Yes. They're going to be on D2 playing. They're going to be on Mars playing D2.
Literally.
And they're going to be like,
Love
man,
it.
like, I can't get enough D. I know we're on Mars and all, and it's super amazing here, but like, I got my barbarian to level 99 last night.
There is a reason that Diablo 2 is like the OG of ARPGs. Like it's the crowning achievement.
Yeah. Why did they ruin 2 games in a row after it? Just don't get it.
Because no king rules forever. So all good things come to an end. There's a golden age and there's a dark age.
I mean, we wouldn't have D2R without the other games, so.
That's true, we wouldn't.
We wouldn't have D2R, my friends. I feel like I need to make a. I feel like I need to make a necromancer version of like Data's song. Remember Data's song from the movie? Little life forms, lovely little life forms. You could turn it into something else. You could be like corpses, lovely little corpses, fresh and bloody. I love you. Something like that.
Data, like Star Trek Data?
Yeah, you never saw that episode?
I don't remember it.
That was in the movie, I think, when he got his emotion chip installed, and they asked him to scan for life forms. Remember? And he's like scanning for life forms, and he's playing the buttons on the console, but he's like doing it in a specific beat. So he's actually using the buttons to make a musical sound, and he's going like life forms. And he's
Here's
like,
a good one I posted for you in ladder chat. That's a Data song.
oh no. That's
I do
Spotify.
believe I was
Scary.
just a little bit too young for Star Trek to be a thing for me.
Oh, I love Star Trek. Star Trek's my jam. I've watched every single Star Trek multiple times. I don't care who you is or how old you be. Okay? Star Trek is awesome. You should honestly just watch them all the way through. Multiple times. They're all amazing.
White Shaco.
I hear good things. I just can't stand to watch TV anymore.
For Star Trek, should make an exception. So many good lines in Star Trek. So many good moments. Like, for instance, there was an episode where Data was going up against a, like, professional... I can't remember the name of the game. Let's just pretend it's chess. It was not chess. But he was going up against, like, this Grand Master of Chess. And he's playing against the Grand Master of Chess, and he loses. And Data's, like, completely blown away. Like, he doesn't understand, how the hell did I lose? He starts running, like, self-maintenance checks. He starts, like, you know, like, analyzing his circuitry to see if there's a flaw in his logic processor. He's, like, moping in his room, and he doesn't want to come to work anymore because now he's afraid that, you know, he could potentially make an error, and you know, blah, 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 right? And so Picard has to go give Data a freaking pep-me-up talk. He's gotta pep talk the robot because the robot he's downtrodden basically. And let me get that quote right because I don't want to mess it up. So the quote is Picard comes in and he says, "It is possible to commit no errors and still lose. That is not weakness. That is life." And the great quote, like absolutely great quote. And it's something that everybody should take to heart too, because it's true in real life as much as it's true in the TV show. You can do everything right and still lose. Like it's just how things work sometimes, and that's just life. But Data wasn't used to that. You know, he's a robot. He's perfect. You know, he can do everything. Like
Yeah,
so he did everything right and he still lost, and so he's like beside himself because he doesn't understand like how he could do everything correct and still lose. So obviously there must be an error in his sub processor somewhere, and there was a glitch in the matrix or some bull crap, right?
Hey, could I get the game name, Ginger?
GGM EXP 14.
How y'all
I
doing
mean-
that anyways?
Unfortunately, we're about done here.
That's alright.
I mean, you can come in for the tail
Yeah,
end,
Tom.
get a little bit of EXP. I mean, you should have just done it the normal way, which is you pull the game that's in the chat and then just start working up the numbers until you find us.
That takes too long.
It doesn't really.
I tend to agree with him. I'd rather do it the lazy way and just show up and start asking questions. Hey, where you guys at? It's an excuse to talk to people.
Well, your butt stinks. How about that?
Yes, I know, but I haven't wiped it in 2 months.
Well, I
Ew.
did cast unwiped ass cheeks on you, so.
A G-Thresh. I don't see those often.
Blue
Yeah, I know. I found an
spider
ethereal
webs,
four-socketed one earlier.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna roll this one too and see what it comes up with.
Yeah.
Actually, what was that cold rupture that just dropped?
86.
Yuki?
You want it?
If no one else does, sure.
I mean, I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna sell it to be
Yeah, I'm gonna
brutally
sell it.
honest.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
if
go
you
ahead,
want
go
it,
ahead,
you
sell
take
it. No, go ahead, sell it. That's fine. I
okay.
was just no, because eventually I'm gonna grab one for my
Oh, if you're gonna use it for a character, you should have it.
Yeah, Killer said he has a 71 you can have. See, that's way better than
Yeah,
86.
yeah,
There you go.
dog. I appreciate that. That'd be awesome because I'm making a Holy Freeze pally. That
So-
would
Wish you
be
luck on that.
nice.
Is anyone else down for new character day tomorrow?
Yeah, I am.
Eventually, I'm
What-
trying to get one of my school buddies to play, so I'm gonna see when he wants to start, and I was gonna play with him.
Tell him
Get
to
it
show
in
up
the
for new
kinship.
character day.
There was one that
Yeah,
wanted to.
make him join the
do
kinship
one.
and show up for new character day, and he'll understand nothing if he's never played before. But we'll get him. We'll get him there.
Yeah, he played back in the day. He's my Deep Rock Galactic buddy.
Dude, I love Deep Rock Galactic.
So
That's a
good.
pretty fun. That is a pretty fun game.
Yeah, once we get bored with D2 again, the season's over, we'll play. We have a little Discord going.
I've actually played that game quite a bit. Have they been updating it, keeping up with it? Like,
Yeah, the new
Mhm.
season's great. They added a lot of new stuff.
I've heard nothing but good things, but have never played it.
It's so good, dude, and it's like
Yeah,
a fun
it really is.
you
community.
basically
It's
just play a
like
bunch of
perfect.
mining dwarves.
Yeah,
Your dwarfs. Your dwarfs.
That get drunk.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a bar.
I mean, you're a dwarf. If you're not getting drunk or mining, what are you doing with your life?
Exactly.
Be a dwarf.
It's funny. Like, this, what I'm in school for is basically space mining, and so we are trying to live out our fantasies by playing Deep Rock.
I might have to pick up the game and go bother you guys then.
Yeah, 100%, man. Let me know if you play. I'll invite you to our
I mean,
little
you
Discord.
guys could totally set up a place in this Discord if you wanted to.
We should do that, actually. That'd be cool.
And then other people can see you playing, and then they might join you.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I know I might join you. I already have Deep Rock, so
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that. Yeah, make
I
a
haven't-
make a.
I
thing
haven't
for us.
played it in years, though. I think the last time I played it was before I became a YouTuber, so.
I mean,
it's,
then you and I are in the same boat because I've never played it at all. So I'm just gonna go pick up a copy and see how badly I.
I mean,
can ruin
I
their
went
fun.
pretty deep into it when it launched, but I think I played it like right when it launched, so
Yeah.
I'm sure they've made a lot of changes to it to update it.
Have you
for-
played DRG Survivor? Because that would be a good game to stream to when you need something new.
DRG
It's like a bullet-
Survivor? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a bullet hell version of the game. It's like in early access now. It's really good though. Like a Vampire Survivor version, but it's in the Deep Rock world. It's really good.
Somebody's laughing at your name, Horktwa.
It was a split-second idea that came to me, and I was like, "This is kind of racy, but It's also kind of funny.
Somebody got for Diablo 4. There was a picture of somebody getting their name changed from when they did the actual version.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice 13 Archon.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still trying to sell my MP their gear.
Your what?
You remember that mage plate I found?
Did
Yeah.
you get like a perfect mage plane?
So it's 15. It's a superior with 15 ED and 14% increased maximum durability. It's so close.
Did you socket it?
No.
You should. People are stupid and they don't realize that it goes to 3 sockets.
That's true.
I'll say that's the thing. That's why. I mean, yeah,
I remember I told
do it
somebody,
myself.
I'm like, I got a 15% ED superior mage plate, and they're like, who cares? I'm like, they only go to 3 sockets, and they're like, ooh. Like, it's for some people, people are just stupid, and they don't know that like non-elite bases don't get 4 sockets. So you can take it right to Larzik. You can get 4 sockets, or 3 sockets in it, and guaranteed.
No, even Ginger doesn't know.
3
Ginger
sockets
from 10 seconds ago.
guaranteed.
Only half of Ginger Brain knows.
Okay, look, my brain can do whatever it wants to do, okay? It's on vacation.
Permanently, or
Yeah, permanently. It's always on vacation.
that's fair.
It does whatever it wants to do.
All right, who keeps
Nice.
dropping that?
Nice standard of heroes.
Steal it from them. Steal it.
You're
Who keeps-
practicing.
Someone's dropping their dude jank.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You're off. Like you're totally off on the timing. Like you gotta get the timing better if you want to do the standard of heroes thing. You gotta get it so that it's dropping at the same time as the items are falling. You're a little bit too late or early, like half the time, and so it's really obvious that it's not coming from Bale.
You know what? I will take that Lidless and finally replace my Visceratant.
Visceratuant.
Hey, Gear, you want to roll that other elite base? I can
Yeah,
give you
sure.
I can give you the runes.
Do you want?
Do you also have an amethyst?
Yep.
Because I don't have anything.
So I was thinking of grabbing a lidless for my guy and putting a fire facet in it. Do you want this instead?
Sure.
Because I can't put a fire facet in that. So
Here's a route.
Oh, I love
Here.
Splendor. Such
so
a good
that's-
shield,
so
man.
that's my dilemma is I can't put a fire facet in that, but I can put a fire facet in lidless.
And if I see an Eth one, I'll grab it.
I have a
for ya.
RAL. I need an AM. There it is.
There you go.
I didn't have a chance to make an army or anything, so I guess I just build one here.
Dookie.
Bang.
No.
Does somebody need a monarch? If you're changing from your Visceratant, do you need a monarch?
No, I don't have the strength to wield that.
Okay.
Well, actually, I might now with Chains of Honor.
Oh. Where'd that roll, Ginger?
What'd you get?
Oh, you didn't. Oh, you didn't pick that up.
What, chaos armor?
Yeah.
2 socket, 10% enhanced.
I mean, that'd be a crazy smoke, I guess.
Not really.
Fat
It's
boy
beaten
smoke.
out by what is it? The Dusk Shroud. You don't get the movement speed penalty.
So, random question: is there an E-bug armor y'all miss running from old D2 LOD?
Yeah, it's the
Nah.
sacred armor.
My favorite one was running Prudence in an E-bugged armor and having like 8k defense.
I miss doing that with Stone because that rolled the highest defense possible.
Oh yeah, Stone was really good
It was disgusting.
for a merc.
I couldn't stand the e-book. I couldn't
Hey, look.
stand it.
There's one
I
of
hate-
Ginger's
I
worst
hated
rated weapons.
I hate
Jacket's
it with a passion because literally every single time I would pick up an item, somebody would ask me if it was eth, and if it was superior, they were like yuck, and it was like I couldn't pick up an item without somebody commenting on the e-bug thing. I hated it. I wanted to like stab my own eyes out with an ice pick every single time I picked up an item, and somebody made a comment. Oh, well, you can't e-bug it, so throw it in the trash heap.
F stuff things are still really good.
So I couldn't stand it. It just got worse and worse every single day.
I can understand it as a streamer, yeah, but
Oh, I saw that.
I kind of
Like
miss
your
the
mom's
e-bug.
e-bugged. How about that?
Oh, I got it.
Ooh.
Your mom's a garden tool. We all know it.
She's an e-bugged garden tool.
She's a Lilith garden tool.
Your mom's a feminist.
Any eyes? Oh, legendary mallet.
Legendary.
Wow, what did that?
That could be a very fun
Shapers?
roll.
Or it could
Roll
be
it.
the other
Stone
garbage
Crusher.
one. Yeah. Could be either
Roll
one.
with the Shapers. Shapers would be dope.
It dropped from
Oh.
Bale.
Stone Crusher.
Aw,
Lame.
sadness.
Womp womp.
Womp, 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 womp.
Wait. Oh, it's 20 off from Perfect 80. Sad.
Good afternoon.
Stone Crusher is meh.
Yeah, it really is.
Schaefer's is not really the greatest either nowadays, but it's way better than Stone Crusher.
Oh, check this out. What I found. It's just
Anybody-
kind of funny.
Anybody want to do my paladin, my two-handed paladin from last season? I got a F. I found an F champion X with 6 sockets.
Does anybody need a? Can we do a swappy?
Yeah,
I got
sure.
some stuff. I got some
Yeah,
stuff.
I got a ton of stuff to drop
Swoopy,
as well.
swoopy, swoop, 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 swoop. Most of my stuff is new character stuff. I got a whole.
So
I'm
who-
holding on to a whole bunch of new character items.
who wanted that monarch? Because they got Chains of Honor.
Oh, I have one. I just didn't even think about doing it yet.
It's a 146 defense. I'm taking that Nauseous Puzzler.
Does anybody want this 18% FCR amulet?
What's on it?
That's actually not bad.
Crafted it earlier.
Yeah. You're a Sork. That's kind of nice.
Your mom's a sword.
I wish, man.
Guard Zork.
I wouldn't have been made fun of so much as a kid.
I also got this beautiful thing. Womp. So you guys want a swampy, huh?
Please.
Yeah, I gotta reset my stash so I can start getting the good stuff again.
That's right.
That's right. Not right. Not right. That's right.
Right, alright.
Right.
Bum, bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun.
Alright, so we suck at this because Ginger said so. Got it.
Does anyone have
And then
a
we
P
resell it.
ruby I could use?
I'll drop in Swappy.
Do I even
Okay.
have a Nef rune? Holy crap.
Now I need to relist it.
I need a Nef rune too. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I don't have a Nef rune.
I have a Neff, and what else did you say you needed?
P ruby got dropped. I'll take another one though. But a Nef for sure.
Neff, and
Somebody
I
needs
got
to
a-
use this.
There's a Neff. What else did you need?
Nope, that's it. I'm just rolling some vampire glove.
Yeah, I did that earlier. Mine came out to be Dookie.
I mean, they're not great, but they got res.
Those are
Dookie.
way better than the ones I rolled.
Anybody need a 35% wisdom drop?
I
That's
got
nice.
one. Do we have a cold sork that needs this ridiculous monstrosity?
Oh, Gingy, check out this bow.
What bow is I'm checking there?
That's nice.
Where's more bow? What, Grand Matron with +3 skills?
Could carry a needle. I put it in chat.
That's definitely a grinding mod. Did you try and see how much it sells for? Zekrianida. It's an elite base. The Jinaslam.
Does anybody need IK's belt and boots? I'm gonna drop them if not.
I already dropped the belt and the boots, so
What about Crown of Thieves? Some Frosties as well.
I dropped a 5-socket phase blade. If anyone needs that still.
another nauseous puzzler. Man.
Hanging on to all these noob items. I got so much noob equipment. I don't know what to do. So many newbie things. Newbie things for you.
I'm gonna pick things up and just try to move them away from the stash.
That would be very nice of you.
Yeah, for new character day, I've got two
Man.
Resonance Keens. I got two Resonance Keens. I got a Crush Flange. I got a Stout Nail. I got a Blood Rise. I got another Stout Nail. I got two Stout Nail. I got a Gnasher Hand Axe. And I got a Pluck Eye Bow. Got a Fellow Club. Arctic Bindings. Lenimo Sash. Hasaris Boots. Two Hasaris Belts. An Infernal Cranium. Full Aratha set. A Twitch Throw.
Oh,
I haven't seen
Ginger.
a Saracen's
A Tarn
chant
Helm.
someone just
ever.
threw an F6 Open Champion axe.
That was Ginger.
That's me.
Oh, that was
That's
No.
like the axe for my other
No.
build that I was doing.
I'll hold on to that, and we'll work our way up to a Breath of the Dying.
Is that the insight bow I had? It was. I'm gonna take that back for new character day.
Yeah, I should have guessed it was you. Honestly, I really should have.
I mean, it's really good. I'm not doing that build this season, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing another build, a really even more crazy build.
It's a cast.
Even mo crazy-o.
What is this extra crazy build gonna be?
Shooting off 1,000,000 holy bolts like a chain gun.
Oh, okay. You're running that build. Is that because you got the was it the F Messerschmitts?
No, that item.
It's so beautiful.
And I
Wait, is
need
that-
I need a
Oh, the Bone
I
Slayer.
need like a really good, like almost perfect version of that. It would
It's not.
be nice.
Oh, you need an F one though.
Well, not F so much as I need the level 20 holy bolt. That's the main thing.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But F would be nice. Don't get me wrong. I would like an S. If it's okay, I will take the best. Bring fire GCs. Trap GC 4 Vex.
That's expensive.
Maybe it's got really good stats. Maybe it's a roll of good traps GC.
Oh, my Monarch's a 134. Why am I missing small charms?
Oh, I hope people offer on this. It's gonna be nice.
Cause yo mama is a hoe. Alright, let me go check and see what runes I have. I'm gonna start offering on some doojangs. Tradery.com.
Where did I put all my small charms at? Am I going crazy? Oh no, they were large charms. No, I'm just dumb. There we go. So that Monarch, was it 4 sockets already?
I keep getting ist offers for my High Lords.
Oh yeah, because nobody wants to pay what do you ask? What do you want for it?
I don't
Vex?
want to. I don't want to trade it for Estrune if that's. Anybody else got an Estrune? I'll give it to one of you guys for an Estrune.
Do I want that? Maybe.
I don't have an Istrune. I have a lot of things around an Istrune. Ooh, hey, my shield rolled 4 sockets. Guess I'm making a spirit.
I'd be interested in that. Ginger, let me run my attack speed calculator here.
Ew,
Do you,
26.
do you have do you want that, High Lords? Because I've got an ist and then could use a limb and a mal. So if you got a limb and a mal, I could give you an ist, and you could give Ginger the ist for the High Lords.
If he's interested in Lemmal.
I'm fine. I just don't want to trade it to a non-kinship member for cheap.
Yeah. Let me run my attack speed calculator real quick.
Joe.
Because I
Mama's
just can't give up laying of hands. It's just too good.
Joe.
I feel that, man.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah, especially if you're doing a lot of trav. They're all
Yeah,
demons, so it's
'cause
really
I've got
hard.
20, yeah.
Demons.
Right now I'm using a 20 all res, 29% MF, so I'd lose 30% MF, but the only res I really need is lightning, so it's kind of perfect. But I got to see what the breakpoints are.
Man, people are asking for like way too much for Firefast. It's like, what the frickin' hell?
Ginger, do you want your Splendor shield back? I
Oh, you
now
got a Monarch now?
Yep,
I mean, it's fine. I don't really need it.
Okay.
I got the lidless now, so that's in the place.
I
Cool.
love
I'll
Splendor.
just save that for. It's really nice to have.
Why are people asking for such a high price for junk jewels? Like, I was like, I'll come on here and I'll get like a 3.5. And like, people are asking a ist for a 3.5. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's see here. I'm looking at a Rainbow Fest at a 4/4, and they want 1 Vex, 1 Ohm, and 2 gold for it.
It's like,
Yeah,
it's not
people
even
are
worth like nothing.
ridiculous.
Like, if it's
All right,
not,
here we go.
if it's
5/5.
not perfect, it's not worth anything. Like,
5/5. This dude wants 4 burr for it. Like,
what?
yeah.
Yeah, like the 5.4 I found,
Or another
I got
5/5.
for a freaking pull. So
I mean,
So-
I'm trying to find like a 3.5 because I need the skill damage more than I need the negative res. So like I was looking for 3.5s, and even the 3.5s people are asking it for ists for, which is just ridiculous.
It's too early in the season. I've noticed that facets usually plummet in price around the end of the first month.
Nice.
I think
Sanders flank.
that they is hose. I think there's dirty hose, and I think that's all there is to it.
There is that sword that I've seen you use before, Ginger. The Atlantean.
Atlantean, yeah.
It's a good like mid ranger.
I just found that. Not an F, but
Well, there are 2 fire facets on here.
so
And they're both 3.5s, and they're both asking for ist runes, which is way too freaking expensive. I'm not paying an ist rune for a 3.5. That is garbage.
So I have a weird ask, and it's because I want to make this and use it as a swappy pre-buff. Is I want to make an obsession that has like plus enchant, plus fire mastery, plus
Yeah.
energy shield. So if y'all find a really good
Good
uh,
luck. I will
enchant
keep an
base,
eye out, but
So
I'm going to tell you right now.
just as a thing here, so let me say this. I'm pretty sure that ever since Obsession has come out, the majority of us pick up any War Staff, Rune Staff, or what is it? What's the other one? I can't remember. War Staff, Rune Staff, and Archon Staff. We pick up any of those that we find, and we check them for skills. And if they're even like halfway decent, we consider saving them for an Obsession Rune Word base. So we're looking.
+6.
So
That's
like
+6
we're
off the
always
gate, right?
looking.
Yeah, so the closest thing I think I would say I saw was a 1 to enchant, 1 to energy shield, 3 socketed one.
Oh.
So, and that's not even really worth it over like Hodo spirit on swap. You know what I mean?
True.
Because obsession is what? +4?
Yeah, +4, 65 FCR, plus 70 res.
So it only gets better than that if you could find +2 to the skills you want to use on it. So in this case, you want 2 to fire mastery, 2 to energy shield, and 2 to enchant.
Yes, that's why it's the dream swap for me. It's not like
Right.
necessary. It's just it would be really fun to use and say I
mean,
made it once.
I will keep an eye out, but I will not make any promises.
No worries. No worries. Trying to decide if I want to use my jaw for something or break it down to other runes. Probably should break it, huh?
Jabarian? What? Is that Jabron?
Okay, so one person just made an offer already. They want to trade a low for it. But you said to take nothing. Yeah. Nothing below a Vex, right?
What are you trading?
That mage play. Someone offered a low for it.
Yeah, that's good. Low
Yeah.
ohm, Vex. Yeah, I wouldn't take anything less than a.
Yeah, low is a lot higher than Vex.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that's a winner right there.
that's a good deal.
Can I hold off though to see, or
I wouldn't, because those things tend to drop in price as the season goes on and more people find them.
okay?
I'm in normal difficulty.
Let me finish this trav and then we'll go pick up a low rune.
Alright, is the swappy completely finished?
Man,
I think you can open it up.
It might seem like one of those items you want to hold off on, but because the mage plate is more common than the archon plate, more of them show up. So as the season goes on, that thing decreases in price.
Alright, if you
That's
guys want to
fair.
come in here and pick up some of this loot, there's some pretty good items on the ground.
I don't know. I still rolled really good on that though. So
Hey, Balthazar.
Yeah, and you got a low out of it, so
right. Fuck.
no
You
complaining.
need
fudge,
4 open stock armor to
fudge.
put 4 preview topazes in, so you can farm a gull, and also the price is too low. Ask for more. Heh heh heh.
I think I'm good on High Lord's Gingy, thanks though.
Okay. Come pick up some doojanks, y'all. We got, this is all open for anything you guys want to come get, so just come get it. Game
Don't
name is GGM
crap.
Swappy, and the password is Star Trek. There's some pretty good stuff on the ground. A 35 negative res Wisdom Draw, good for those freezing arrow builds like Hander's Aim, Crown of Thieves. There's a Demon Limb for free enchanting. There's a Cold Rupture on the ground, the Head Strikers.
Is that fire thunder still in there?
Bunch of IK pieces, Nat's Helm, Tooth Throw Armor, which is pretty good for the open wounds for killing Uber Diablo. There's some decent little doojanks on the ground. Come pick out whatever you want. Come get some doojanks.
Don't leave
No.
anything on the ground. It's called
Please
waste.
come get them. We don't like wasteful things. We don't like to waste equipment. We like to not waste equipment.
El Guapo. Alright.
Maybe come collect something for your holy grail. Who knows?
I don't think that's how Holy Grails work, but...
Well, you know, how long do you think it would take for the kinship to complete the holy grail?
You only have to touch it.
Probably a few weeks, just for those ultra rare ones or weird ones that don't drop except for like Act 1 normal. You know what would be a really fun thing to do just as a group is only do like normal gear run, but we can only up it or use that gear as is. All the way through hell. Be a challenge run.
Alright. We got our low.
Nice.
Now I just need a melon, I can roll another grief.
Another grief. This boy's rolling multiple griefs.
I just want to roll one more because I want to run Trav with
3. You got 1 for your face and 1 for each hand.
Lawbringer's better. You'd just be better off with a Lawbringer. Spend that low on something that's actually worth using.
Yeah, but I'm whirlwinding is the thing.
Your whirlwinding is a Trav barb?
Yeah.
That's
I
weird.
did it. I did it with a death.
That's weird.
Well, death. I mean, honestly, I'd rather have death, in my opinion. I personally like death more.
Although I wasn't really a Trav barb. I was just kind of a whirlwind barb that just hung out in Trav because Trav
Morning,
was
Kevin.
good for orking.
Well, the thing is, too, is then I'd be able to actually go to different areas, right?
Vex
Instead
for
of
3
just being there.
ist.
Right.
Huh. Is that even a good trade?
You know what? I emptied out my inventory and now I'm getting uniques and stuff to drop again all of a sudden. It's like,
What does Vex go up to? I mean, ist go up to? Is it Gull?
yeah,
Oh,
2
yeah.
ists make a goal and it's never worth transmuting them up.
And 2 Gulls go up to a
2
Vex.
Vex.
This guy's offering a Vex for 3 ists.
You must need the
That's he's offering a Vex for 3 ists. Don't take that trade. It's a bad trade.
Oh, sure. I thought he was talking the other way. My brain's fried after that patch notes video. Yeah, it's not a good trade.
That's a lot of information for D4 too. That's ridiculous, the amount of changes they're making.
A million, a trillion.
At least I'll be honest, at least they're trying.
I mean, the patch still looks pretty good. I mean, it's we'll see when the PTR comes
It looks
out, as always.
interesting.
But
The runes is what got me interested. It's like, ooh, okay.
the runes are actually really cool. They got Thul, they got Lum, they got Ohm, they got Jaw.
I found a rest handle.
They
Does
also
anyone
have
want
a
rest handle?
They also have a Watt rune, W-A-T, which made me laugh. Have you guys seen the Watt meme?
What?
It's been going around for a long time. The Watt meme. There's the Watt meme. So now we have a Walt rune. Don't forget to get your Walt rune, guys.
Well, they don't have a sure rune, so.
Boo.
People are so weird with like these trades that aren't worth a lot.
Hey, what's up, Leo?
I was offering 1p amethyst for a suicide branch, and then they wanted 4. Then a guy came in and just dropped it and gave me 1.
Yeah, they're good, but it's like some people hold value to it, some people don't.
Not 4p amethyst. That's like quite a bit.
Yeah, for a
that's
suicide branch especially.
like an rune, yeah. So.
I like to get more value for my stuff than gems. I don't know.
Well, 10p amethyst or 11 will usually get you an ist. So, you 1/10 of an ist is the value of a p amethyst.
All that, and people just like to roll for that GG godly.
Right, and then there's the people who the reason they have that value is
Crafty.
because people who craft.
So to me, and this is just my personal opinion on it, like that's like somebody paying me in a pizza slice. Like
That's
I'm
true.
gonna immediately eat the pizza slice, and I'm gonna have nothing.
That's true, but I found that it's actually quite effective to sell a bunch of like lobby gear and gems. All that like mid-grade stuff that you don't really keep in the long term, but it's stuff that you use to get through hell. People pay for, and they pay gems for it. And then you turn those gems into ists. And while it might seem like a waste of time, if you can make 8 or 10 ists a season off of it, that's not terrible.
See, but I'm never gonna convert the gems into ists, though. So.
Okay, well,
Like,
see,
that's not
I'm
gonna
perfectly
happen.
happy to do that.
But that's not going to happen because I'm going to craft them into caster amulets for the kinship. So like I don't do that.
Okay, I don't craft.
Well, that's terrible.
Crafting's so much fun because sometimes you get something that's awesome and you love it, or it's worth a
and I
lot.
would even wager that like you trading off the PGEMs for ists is not really worth it
Can
because
I help you?
there's a probably like 100% chance that over the course of a season, if you were to use those PGEMs to craft amulets with, you would probably end up with something worth far more than 4 or 5 ists.
Maybe.
Too many factors in excess because all you have to do is roll a +2 with 20% faster cast. It doesn't even really have to have anything else really good on it. It's just 20% +2 with 20% faster cast is usually worth at least like ohm, sometimes burr, depending on which +2 skill you end up with.
Sorceress, it's a bird, yeah.
And that's not even accounting for if you end up with like +220 with all res or like strength or other good stats that could potentially up the value even further, which is obviously much more rare, but there's also the possibility that you could end up with an item that's many burrs in value. And like, I mean, that's why I craft for the kinship in many seasons. I mean, many seasons I've gotten ones that were worth at least like an ohm rune, multiple of them. Like that one time I got that 220 Warcry one, like it was just a barb with 20% IAS, and which I think sold real fast. Had an ohm rune sitting in my pocket before I even knew what was going on. And then like quite a few of them, like they go really quickly depending on if they have the right skills and the right stats. I mean, if that's the reason why the PGEMs are valuable, I mean, I can understand it, but I'd rather craft them. Plus, I'd rather give you guys some cool amulets, so that way you guys have the really cool 220s with the good mods.
And I will say you have crafted quite a few GG amulets for the kinship.
I mean, I don't think it's impossible to craft those. It's just a matter of time. I mean, that's why I say it's like trading for a slice of pizza for me. It's not really. It's not something I enjoy. I'd rather have the runes. I'd rather have the value.
I'm sorry, I'd rather have pizza.
I'd rather have pizza too.
So
Pizza's delicious.
If somebody offered me a pizza slice for one of my items, I'd be like, yes.
So I respect the fact that he's got a fat man inside of him.
Fat man. Fat man.
If only it was on the inside.
In a little coat.
Yeah, you know, if only the pizza was on the inside.
I have to remind myself on a regular basis that my pot belly is not my fault.
Ooh, 8 mana, 5 MF, small storm.
So as a person who has pectus excavatum, which is a it's like basically where your chest kind of goes in, and then you're like, what are you gasping for?
I just had a gold dagger drop from Hell Duriel, because why not?
That's beautiful.
Pectus excavatum is where your chest goes in, and because your chest goes in, your rib cage kind of flares out a little bit at the bottom, so it gives you a pot belly, even if you don't have a pot belly.
I'm the polar opposite. I'm so barrel chested. I'm overweight by about 50 pounds, and nobody notices.
And you have no pot belly?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, nothing I can do about mine, unfortunately. Mine's just there.
I keep getting told by the doctor I need to lose weight. Then I lose weight, and I look like I'm dying.
Why
Yeah,
are you so thin?
My healthy weight's like right around 220 to 240 at 6 foot tall. Because I built like a brick house.
Yeah, I strongly believe that people's body frame and bones has more to do with anything. Like, because you can have a crazy thick, like, linebacker style body frame, and it's very difficult to be thin and skinny when you're built like a brick house.
My god. This is the second GG cold sork amulet I have found today.
Nice.
This one is like way better on the resistances too.
Nice. Does it have that thin FCR?
No,
That face.
but it's really quite the amulet. I don't even know if the other one has FCR on it. That's just...
I just
It
need
doesn't.
a couple more keys for a set. Now they're just being so stingy. I got like a dozen keys yesterday, and I got like 3 today.
I got a D key earlier today while I was bored at work.
Hey, Balthazar. You keep losing weight, but then you find it again? That's awful. See, that's what you gotta prevent.
See, that's the Twinkie problem. You lose all the weight, and then you go, you know what? I can have another Twinkie, and then you gain all the weight back.
What do you got against Twinkies?
Nothing personal. I just don't like them.
Have you ever tried a deep fried Twinkie? Because that'll change your mind.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, you know what? That's fair. Deep fried and covered in chocolate, and yes, I'll eat it. But then in my diabetes.
I tried something recently. I was just playing around with like different foods, just trying to like make something. And I don't know, maybe this is something that is a thing, and maybe I'm just stupid and I don't know it's a thing. But so I took like some beans and I just deep fried them. And they were, and drain them, pat them, obviously make sure they don't got a bunch of oil still on them. They were delicious.
Deep fried beans.
And then it occurred to me, I'm like, wait a minute. So Taco Bell, like when you go they got the refried beans. So is that basically what that is? Like, but the refried beans don't taste good.
No,
they don't taste good. So like
refried beans are like mashed potatoes of beans and then recooked.
Yeah, but like, so I actually fried the beans in oil like you would French fries or something like that, and they came out crispy and delicious. And I was surprised at just how good they were. It was amazing. I was like, oh my god.
Like, as enticing as that sounds, I don't like beans in general, so I would probably never try that.
I mean, I can understand that, but sometimes it's about eating things cooked properly. Like, I never really liked mushy peas. Like, I was always like why the hell are the peas always so mushy and nasty? And then like,
oh, it's a big texture thing.
Yeah, and then for the first time I tried like crisp, like not like overcooked peas, but like the kind of peas that are just barely cooked, and they, they still have that crispness to them, and they're freaking delicious.
It's a texture thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
I have a texture problem. I can't eat pudding.
Well, exactly, and that's why I like the deep fried beans, because they were crispy. Like it was a nice crispy like crunch.
Dude, people are way overpricing the Suicide Branch.
It's what day of
Probably.
What day of the season is it?
I keep on saying
like
PM for Suicide Branch.
We're coming up
Like,
on the
how
first
many?
week. Most people are still trying to cash in on the beginning of a season.
Ooh, I just
True.
got the man catcher.
Like, I hate to say it, but most prices don't tend to start coming down until the end of the second week of a season.
Well, one guy just dropped me one for free, and now everybody's like, how many Amethysts? I'm like,
The items that do come down are like Shaco and Skulders and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, Shaco's already dropped in price immensely.
But a lot of the things that have little to no value or a limited value to begin with tend to hold that for longer. Because nobody wants to come off of them for less than something. Because otherwise there's no point in hanging on to it to a lot of people.
I usually just trade them off fast because I know the price is going to drop. I tell people that all the time. Like, early ladder, the prices are crazy. Get what you can for stuff. Like, trade it off now. You hold on to something and you wait too long, you ain't getting nothing for it.
There are very few items that do go up in price, but those are like finishing items, like certain charms.
It's got to be best in slot, and it's got to be, not only has it got to be best in slot, but it's got to be best in slot for multiple classes, not just one. Like, a 70 Poison Thunder is best in slot for a poison build, but like, how many poison builds are there really?
Very few. Well, it's more like your attack rating life small charms. Max damage attack rating life small
basically
charms.
usable for every melee build that ever existed.
Yes. Stuff like that, even if they're not necessarily super great, will slowly go up in price as ladder goes on. Not a tremendous amount. Your life skillers will generally slowly go up in price.
I'm guessing Viper Fork isn't worth holding on to, right? The man catcher.
No, not at
No.
all.
Put that
Burn it.
dookie on the
He got cooties.
put that dookie on the ground, man.
He got the Viper Folk cooties in his hand.
You touched the cancer. You will have bad luck for the next like 2 days.
Oh man.
I'm pretty sure like an upped pluck eye is way better than a man catcher or the Viper Fork.
Well,
Another
I mean,
unique enemy off
inside
Trev.
Hon
Let's go.
If it's
Sudan.
Amara's, I want it.
Whoever called Mara's last time is actually crazy, but
You're welcome.
It's obviously.
it's a High Lords.
Nice.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh,
What's the stats on Miami? The stats on Miami are +2 or level 2 teleport with 25 charges. That's the stats on Miami.
I don't know. What are the crime stats for in Florida?
Stats for Miami. Miami. The Emmy, your friend, your free and finded. There was a Sork Emmy. I don't know. He didn't link it or anything.
I wish I had a cruel rare weapon with amp damage. These Trav runs would go nuts.
Oh my.
Ampy Bampies.
Like, amp on like a Cruel's like phase blade with like 400 plus damage. Oh my god.
Hey Ginger.
Yes.
What boots are you wearing at the moment?
Milwaukee's.
Oh, you already got them?
What are yours? Are they better than mine?
I don't know. They're unidentified.
Oh. Well, they gotta be +2s, and then the strength and the dex vary.
Yeah, I got a +1s. +1s.
Oh, sadness.
Darn it.
Darned it.
I was excited. I thought I was going to give you something.
Well, I mean...
He thought he was going to be useful and you'd appreciate him, but nope.
You thought that we would love him? Well,
I just
Yeah.
want you to be my friends.
Another IK belt. Wow.
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 I just want to live.
Air haunch.
Is anyone bored enough to want to come pork cows for me?
Oh, you dirty man. What's the game?
Farms 1.
Always
Underrun it.
doing this to me.
Alright,
mean-
okay.
If any workers are bored and want to follow me around while I'm doing keys, welcome to it.
I gotta hork the moose again.
Back here rocking you shoe.
Moo.
Battling.
All them dang old moos.
See, now I want to use High Lords, but I'm using a dual leech Warcry Ami with cold riz on it.
Dude,
And
he's
I'm
freaking
using.
poison.
I don't think I can trade off the dual leech, man.
How may I
Go to Berserk, dog. You don't need no leech.
Well, I'm using Concentrate, which is actually cheaper than Zerk. It's 2 mana instead of Zerk, which is 4.
You don't need no
Man.
mana.
You should be switching back
Insight.
and forth between them because they're
Oh, I
neither,
do.
neither one of them is the best damage.
Well, yeah, I use both.
I don't.
You're poor fool.
No.
He is a poor fool. That's why I survive so good.
Berserk is nice. Living is better.
I am jacked N10.
My poor golem got poisoned to death. I don't even know how that works.
I don't die. I've been seal popping chaos and doing well.
Yeah, see, that's why I want to run the dual griefs and whirlwinds, so then I can literally go to different areas as well. As much as I love Trav, but I'm thinking maybe I want to start farming Pindle.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I've been doing like the elite sniping thing, and I'm getting better at it, and it's pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I got the teleport.
Yeah, that's what I'm lacking right now.
Sniping.
What are you missing for Enigma?
Everything.
John Burnith.
A burr. I need
Yeah.
a burr.
And an Archon plate or a Mage plate or...
I've got the jaw, I've got the ith, and I've got the mage plate. Just sitting on the bird lounge sometime this season.
I'm gonna run LK until I get a bear rune for you.
Need some burr runes everywhere.
I'll find you in 2 years.
I'll probably find one before that. I'll find one myself.
If I can hork up my Mercs gear, I'd be happy.
All by myself.
I'll just drop 26k up there.
Nice. Hey, look, a mage plate dropped and it's socketed. Is it one socket? Dang it. What a sad day.
It's still 35k.
True.
I don't need the money, to be honest.
Your mom don't need the money, 'cause she works really hard. I don't want to tell you where, 'cause you might get offended.
Strip club. Your
I
mom's
thought
a
that was
stripper.
about to take a sick twist.
There's lots of glitter, okay? There's lots of glitter. Do the strippers have all the glitter on just to get you caught by your girlfriend? So you come home with all the glitter on you?
Ooh,
They're
unique ring
like,
dropped.
they're like, where have you been?
Wow. Imagine that was like 3 open.
Yeah, that way you go back more when your girlfriend leaves you.
That's an anti-perfect nagel. That's disgusting.
Mmm. We love those.
That's like Viper Fort cooties type of thing.
I'm born to have an anti.
It was my brand.
Oh my god. I just saw a swirling crystal, but it was freaking gray. Damn it.
That guy's super red. That is so colorful.
His knockballs in your stream. He said, "Oh, a GGMer." He traded me the suicide branch.
Nice.
He didn't try to rip me off.
Nice, extra nice.
We're developing a reputation.
Thank you, knockballs.
I mean, that
if
was
you're
the
in
plan.
stream.
It's funny because I get into so many games and everyone's just like, GGM, why aren't you playing with the kinship? It's like, I'm in Discord with them, but either their game is full or, you know, we're all doing something different.
I gave him a Amethyst and a Ruby because it sounded like a nice thing to do.
Joe Ma.
Now I got 2 suicide branches.
Ooh.
Oh?
Nothing.
Aww.
Womp womp. I saw the pop and I was like, ooh.
Got all excited.
Got
everybody
worked up.
Yeah.
You know, it's not nice to get everybody worked up over nothing.
The boy
You know
who
what?
cried Soj.
Right.
The boy who cried Soj. Let me tell you a story about a little boy. A little boy,
Boy named
died.
Soj.
He died because he cried Soj. And there was no Soj. Now, the first time he cried Soj, everybody showed up and they said, hey, yeah, that's amazing. Congratulations. But it was a lie. It was an anti-perfect nagel.
1 of 20 lightning small charm.
And the second time he
What a
cried
what?
Soj, it was a 4% mantle. And the third time he cried Soj, nobody came.
So the moral of the story is you just scream Soj enough, eventually people stop listening and you get a Soj anyway?
But see, he died, and the Soj was on the ground, and it was really a Soj, but he couldn't get it. And nobody came to help him. Then he crashed, and the game was lost. And so too with it was the Soj. The mythical Soj.
No pop from those guys that day.
A valuable lesson was learned that day. Sojas don't grow on trees. Neither do your friends.
I need a key.
Unless your friend is a tree.
Alright, going to 2.
No, because then he is a tree. He doesn't grow on a tree.
Well, he grew from a tree.
I don't think that counts.
He's a magical turnip fruit thing.
Well, I ate him. He's dead.
He tasted good, didn't he?
He tasted terrible. Like bitter dreams and lost hopes.
I mean, he
Ooh.
was a fruit.
Very bitter. Bitter. The bitterest of fruits. So bitter.
Does that make you a cannibal?
Nah.
Ooh, a Kuko Shikakako dropped.
A shakakakakakaku. Oh, Valrossa, you got a Sir rune? Nice.
Nice.
Good find.
Congratulations on the Sir.
It's always nice to have.
One little Sir rune, two little Sir rune, everywhere's a Sir rune, don't Sir runes.
I mean, if you keep singing that and more Sir runes fall, that's just gonna make my day.
Oh, right, I have Kuko Shikakaku.
You know what item I wish they would rework, but it's actually like kind of nice, is Woe Stav.
Woe Stave, yeah.
It just needs more
Like-
damage.
Literally, it's just so nice though. Like, slows target by 50, blinds target minus 50 per hit, and
So-
then defense, prevent monster heal.
What would y'all say is your most underrated but most liked unique in the game?
Nell Striker.
Underrated
Underrated.
uniques.
Because mine is definitely the
Do set
the
pieces
Arbalest.
count? Do set pieces count?
Sure.
No, just light plate.
Nope,
I'd
fair.
say-
That's a great one.
Griswold's shield.
Nobody wants it in comparison to like a Viper or a Skullders. So it tends to go for fairly cheap. So the rest of the community under appreciates it. But it's an amazing.
It makes you fairly tanky too because of the resists.
Decent defense, all res, 1 to all skills, a little bit of life, and
Damage to mana, so
Yep,
you get a
damage
recoup
to mana.
mana.
it's really good on like Vengeance Paladins and stuff like that, or North Star Smiters. It's also a really good starting armor for them.
I would have to go with actually both of them are belts. Since you said uniques, I'll go with the unique first. Night Smoke. It's
Okay.
it's probably
Yep,
it's
love
probably
that
one of
one.
the most broken early level belts you can put on a character. Since it has literally 50% damage taken goes to mana and all res. So you do throw that on like a melee and it literally fixes all your mana issues for the majority of like until you take it off. And then
and gives
second
you all
one is
res on
also a
top.
belt, which is Hawanen's belt. Hawanen's belt has prevent monster heal on it, as well as damage taken goes to mana. So it's again a really nice belt for melees that just doesn't
Yeah.
it doesn't get enough love for how good it really is because it's amazing.
I kind of wish they would rework Hwanen's to work as a really good 3-piece set for a Merc.
But the belt itself is absolutely epic for adding in prevent monster heal into any build, and then the damage taken goes to mana works excessively well for melees. So you add in the two things that you really need, and prevent monster heal is kind of mandatory once you get to hell difficulty. Like, a lot of people don't realize it, but all the monsters just have massive amounts of regen. It's not until later where you have, like, really good damage output where you can counter the regen quickly. But especially on a melee character that is, struggling early on, that prevent monster heal makes hell difficulty so much less painful.
I imagine open wounds would do the same thing.
No, it's not as good because most melees can't apply open wounds to multiple targets very quickly. So it's impossible to keep it up on a 100% uptime. Prevent monster heal lasts 20 minutes. So you could zeal in the middle of a pack of monsters, hit all of them one time, provide...
I'm back 20 minutes later.
Yeah, and they're still damaged. So, which actually works surprisingly well. I also think Tyrael's is rather underrated.
True.
I mean, it probably is, but it's so rare that it's hard to, like, reasonably expect to use it.
Well, I usually use it for mercenaries. So, it's whenever you go to do Neolithac runs, you always have to just, like, let your mercenary die. It's unfortunately, like, the thing that you have to do for, making the runs smooth, because anything that your mercenary kill doesn't count toward the slain monster's rest in peace. Which basically means your mercenary can get you killed. And it's really not fun to die in Neolithac runs. So, like, if you take Tyrael's and you throw it on your mercenary, now you have a mercenary that's actually useful and can kill things. And you don't have to worry about him getting you killed. So, because everything that he kills at that point will have slain monster's rest in peace on it. Since your slain monster's rest in peace doesn't apply to him, it's just a really fun way to actually include your mercenary into the Neolithac runs so that he's not just dead the entire time while you're doing Neolithac runs.
Yeah.
Or you just kill from range and not have to worry about his corpse explode.
I mean, some characters can do that, some characters can't. I mean, that's kind of
True.
That's kind of the whole moral of the story. Like, my necromancer, he doesn't care. Like, he stands in the back, he corpse explodes like big whoop. If you're a trapsin, you're probably in the same boat. Stand back, corpse explode, big whoop.
Yep.
That's a
But
big
melee characters, on the other hand, that actually have to get in there, kind of rely on their mercenary to help them tank and stuff, to, like, spread the damage out. Or, maybe you're somebody who can't really do that big of a range. It's really helpful to have that, like, that extra survivability.
If you're a cold sork and you got to get close enough to Neolithac to see him, but your mercenary runs in and caps something.
Well, also, if you're telestomping, your mercenary is going to be with you, and if your mercenary kills something while you're telestomping, again, that can end up in your death. So, it's just an easy item you swap in whenever you're doing Neolithac runs. Don't think about it. Swap it out when you're done. Like, it's not even that expensive either, because nobody wants the thing.
Chat.
Yeah, it's fair. Underrated for its level of usefulness.
Well, people just don't think about it. They just let their mercs stay dead, and they're just like, they suffer, right? They're like, I'll just suffer.
Or I'll just keep spending 50k to bring him back.
That too.
Although at this point doesn't matter, we can print gold.
Well, the 50k to bring them back isn't so bad as the dying and losing all your gold and EXP.
Fair.
Can't count how many times my merc has gotten
What's up,
killed.
Lazy? Oh, I'm coming.
I've been circling it for like 5 minutes, being like, brother.
Sorry, you got it. Oh my God.
Yeah, I wasn't kidding.
You need a cold center? I literally dropped a cold center in the last swappy game, Vernon. Hey, let me, if I find another one, it's yours, my friend. As long as it's not like a perfect 70 or something.
And then we're selling it.
I was running this lower part, and they just all swarmed. I was like, okay.
Buy a cold center? Yeah, you can definitely get a cold center for an Umrune. They're actually...
It won't be a pretty one.
They're actually pull or less right now, from what I've been seeing. Like, when I was selling mine earlier, it was literally hull for a decent one, and then, like, much less for, like, a not perfect one. Like, you can pick up an 80 for a pull rune. If you want a 70, on the other hand, it's probably going to cost you, something a little bit more.
A kidney. Your firstborn.
Does anybody have a craftable amulet? Magic?
No.
I mean, I'm 91. Most of the ones that I gamble are craftable, but not all of them.
Is it 92?
It's actually
Yeah.
93 for permanent 100% every amulet that you gamble
Well,
is craftable.
I think he's also talking about like terror zones.
It also depends on your level too. So it's not just the level of the amulet; it's also your
right.
level.
You're supposed to be 92 or 93, right? 93.
No,
93
it's
for
level.
gambling, 92 for terror, or 92 level 92 terror zones, 93 character level for gambling.
So it's your level divided by 2, plus the C level of the
Alright,
the
going to
item
3.
level of the amulet divided by 2. So you add them together. The number has to be the equivalent of, I believe it's 87. Let me look it up real quick just to make sure.
Because I need to start gambling for a GG plus 2 barb, 10 caster cast rate. Ammy.
Okay, here's the recipe here. All right, so the amulet, to be sure that the amulet that you gambled is at least level 88, you have to be level 93. But the thing is that gambling amulets, it's basically +5 or +4, -5 of your level. So when you're level 93, you can guarantee that if it does hit the -5, it'll be at least level 88. But the thing is that you have to have an amulet or a total level of 88 to make sure you get +2. So, for instance, what's your level right now?
90.
Okay, so 90 divided by 2 is 45. All right.
Yep.
So if you had another amulet that was 90, let's say you had the item level 90, so divided by 2, that's 45. So plus 45 is going to give you a level 90 amulet. So you're fine. The lowest that you could potentially go, because you're level 90, is if you're in a terror zone that's, say, like 80. Let's just say you're like an 88 terror zone divided by 2. That's 44, so plus 45. You're still at 89, so that's fine. So like 86 divided by 2 is 43 plus 45. So like that's your limit. Like 86, a level 86 terror zone is your limit.
Basically, any terror zone you go into now, your amulets will hand roll.
Yeah, because your terror zones are going to be plus, what is it, +2 of your level?
Yeah.
So you're always going to find amulets that are level 92, and you divide that by 2, and that's going to be 46 plus your 45, which is 91. So you're always going to be high enough to craft casters yourself if you find the amulets in the terror zone. However, if you gamble the amulets right now with your character, that's -5 of your character level, so you can potentially go way lower than the guaranteed level.
Yeah, basically just pull them out of terror zones and you'll be fine.
Yes.
I'm gonna go grab one.
Same thing goes for re-rolling charms, right?
Yeah.
Charms, you're not looking for the +2, you're looking for that 45 life. And the 45 life actually requires a much higher level than
isn't it, or I might be getting it wrong, but isn't it like level 92 or 93 to get to 45 life?
It's, I think the bare minimum is Diablo's
83.
level.
The 95?
Diablo is 94, I believe.
94, okay.
Sewers.
Loot Go Lane Sewers is good.
Yeah, Loot Lane Sewers isn't all that bad.
That's not Act 3 Sewers, that's Act 2 Sewers.
You guys want to run EXP?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm down.
Different sewers.
Sure.
Gotcha.
They actually took Act 3 Sewers away. That doesn't even exist anymore.
Ginger, you want to run EXP, or I can make games at level 90 if anybody wants.
I'm currently in this Neolithic run. Give me a minute.
Okay.
That gives us enough time to finish cows real quick.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, I got 4 bars left, so kind of want to get this level.
Yep, I have a bar and a third.
I'm halfway to 89.
I'm a quarter of the way through 90.
Alright, GGM EXP1 is up.
Be there in just a moment.
Did Neolithic give you a key?
No, he did not. He's a rude bastard.
Yeah, he is, being stingy.
He's a stingy bastard.
Good afternoon.
I think the summoner's more stingy though.
I disagree. The summoner has given me like 10 keys in 2 days, and Neelithak and the Countess have given me Dookie.
Last season, Summoner dropped me a 3-key drop.
Summoner dropped me a Shaco while I was key hunting, if that counts for anything.
I mean, while I was key hunting, I've gotten a Sur and an Ohm, so.
Oh, that's way better, yeah.
I'm about to take this High Lords off. People be offering me just really silly low stuff like runes and stuff. I'd rather throw it in a garbage heap.
They're cheapskates.
I'll trade my High Lords for a Mal.
I got several IST offers on it. I don't want to trade it for an IST.
After a few weeks, it'll be worth about that once more are found.
Yeah, like I said, I'd rather just give it to somebody who needs it. I'll wait. I might even use it myself on my new character.
How deep are you guys into the sewers?
We just entered the door.
Cool.
We got a big champion pack right by the doorway.
Ow. Yep. Yes, sir.
Trying not to suck up the corpses so they can be hawked.
Hawked.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Come here, kingy king. Die. Wait, where'd he go?
The hell
Come
did
back
he
here.
just go?
There he
Did
is.
he teleport away? Yeah, he
Nothing.
did. I mean,
They do
runic
like to
talons.
teleport.
One socket though. Sad day.
Depression.
I have it all the time. Oh, what?
I do too. I have medication for that now.
Can I get a fresh TP?
I don't have medication for depression. I have food. Ha 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 ha.
Thank you.
You're supposed to eat your feelings. What are you talking about?
That's why America's
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
We could be obese just because we have superior genetics. You never know. You never know.
Nah, it's all the fake crap they put in our food.
Yeah, I
Could
agree.
be superior genetics.
Okay, I had to kill that last cow pack.
So many monsters. Corpse
Are y'all
explode.
You guys still level 1?
Yeah. Teleport up. I'm just lower resing everything. You guys can kill it.
That conquest sword didn't have to be that way.
What, terrible?
Yes. It could have been good, but it chose not to be.
This is gonna be a weird one, but if you guys find a Berserker axe, non-ethereal, 5 open, let me know.
You making a what in it? A death? Or
Honor.
doom? Oh.
Yeah. Non-ethereal.
Right. Because you're making an honor.
Yep.
What are you going to do with an honor?
It's just really, really nice for like leveling up.
An edge bow of edge.
It was one of the only rune words I could ever make in like classic LOD. A goal
fair.
that was within my reach. Omnell is your
Scary
soul. I
pack.
still remember it.
There's a fanaticized pack up here to the right.
Not for long?
Murder.
I just got lucky because I teleported right into the middle of them. My butthole puckered.
Your hole buttered?
Puckered.
Puckin' buttholes.
Oh, it's a
Come on
Horka
down
body.
South Park and meet some pucker buttholes, man.
Look,
We got puckered buttholes everywhere.
I prefer your puck
Some
hole
of them are
buttered.
without hair. That was good. Did we miss
Buttered
a
puck
pathway?
hole.
Boom.
That's just the waypoint.
Where are my minions at? Get over here. Do some work. Stupid minions. All the minions in all the world. What's the damage on my fire golem? 1404 to fire damage, 294 holy fire damage.
What's the unique bone shield?
Wall of the
Wall
Eyeless.
of the Eyeless.
Oh.
They did.
Who's Tortellini?
I don't know who Tortellini is.
Come into chat, senor or senorita.
You got to talk with us. We want to say hello.
I just want to know what amulet you have because I might donate you one of my crazy +2 cold skillers that I found recently. Rodamant's dead.
Why are you being mean to Radamant?
Did you hork him?
Yeah. You
Oh, yeah.
use that amulet.
Yeah, I can give him one of the two. I'll drop it in the next game for you. There's no FCR, but it's got crazy resistances. Both of them do.
Sorry, I needed that rebuff.
Get the big bow. That's alright.
Dead end.
That will be... Well, there's one up right here.
Rip.
Can you get 4 open shot shields or armor in Nightmare Cows, or is it only Helm?
Are you a paladin?
If you're a paladin, you can get 4 open shotgun shields pretty much any time, except for normal difficulty. The only real restriction as far as like shields go is normal difficulty, which is where you only get 3. But once you get into like normal cows, if it's a pally shield, you can get 4 sockets. None of the regular shields though get 4 sockets because it's a limitation of the shields themselves, not about level. There's only like a couple non-pally shields that actually get 4 sockets.
Monarch, Aegis, and something else are
Yeah.
the only 4-socketed.
Yeah, so like Monarch, Aegis, and I think it's the big one, the Ward, and the
Yes,
Ward
the
Shield
Ward.
are the only ones that can get 4 sockets that are not pally shields. All pally shields can get 4 sockets if they're found in the right area. So
Nightmare,
if you, so
basically Worldstone Keep, cows, and beyond. You're not in normal. If you're asking if weapons can drop with 4 sockets in normal, the answer is no. Weapons cannot drop with it. But same thing with paladin shields from the cow level. Crystal swords and what are they? Broadswords. Crystal swords and broadswords can be Larzic to 4. Otherwise, you have to wait till Nightmare to have a natural 4-socket drop.
You win.
Ooh, mythical? What?
Ooh, there's my amulet.
Oh, yeah. Should work too.
Oh, a yellow giant thresher. What kind of garbage is that gonna spawn?
You know, I miss monster shrines.
I love when they pop up because it's always a chance for something.
Yes.
I'll show me a portal. I'm over here looking at comments on YouTube. Like a big dummy.
Oh,
You can.
I like when I go to Hork and then just a body reappears. I'm like, oh, I horked a body. But alas, it's just Ginger.
I think that's just a lack of sleep.
Yeah, you're right.
I've got a lack of sleep.
Why am-
Cryptic
I mean, the nap did give me a good number earlier, but like, I'm not gonna be on too much longer.
Yeah, I shouldn't be either, but
I feel my eyes starting to burn a little.
My eyes, they burn. Cause you farted. You farted in the urn.
Oh, that's called pink eye.
Good lord.
Back hair and pink eye.
Amp.
I find when I'm in this situation, I usually just use revive because it doesn't consume the elite corpses. Actually works surprisingly well.
Thresher. I'm collecting these, and somebody can roll them when we get back to town.
I'll roll one. I'm still
Great
looking for an
roll that.
elite. I'm still looking for an elite insight.
I thought I gave you an insight.
Not a nest one.
That's not true, but this isn't F either.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, Balthazar with the sick
I'm
donos
just-
today.
Looking for more elite bases.
There's
'cause I
the
don't
next
know how many people
level.
still
But
need
let's
them.
go kill things.
But they're
I
always
compete Nightmare
appreciated in
Cows as a
swap games.
54 gold
Yeah, for
sorceress,
sure.
but not Hell Cows. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much a given if you're a level 54 sorceress.
Oh.
Hell Cows is usually a, like a conquering thing. Like, once you get access to that, it's going to take you a little bit of time. Just want to know if I'm wasting time farming them. If 4 open socket gear won't drop for spirit MF armor. So you can get 4 open socket armor in Nightmare. It's just got to be an elite base. So it's got to be like a Dust Shroud,
In the easiest place.
Wormhide,
Yes.
like what's the other one, the demon one? Scarab Husk.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to get an Archon Plate in Nightmare difficulty, but you'll get some of the lower tier ones. That's definitely a possibility. And, like, you can get a lot of good stuff in Nightmare difficulty. I would definitely say that Nightmare difficulty is not a waste of time. You can get a lot of good charms. You can get skillers. You can get all res 5, like small charms. You can get MF small charms. There's also like a decent amount of equipment that drops in Nightmare difficulty that is going to be like pretty much one of your best in slot pieces. Like Skin of the Viper Magi drops in Nightmare difficulty. You can also get Frosties, Mage Fists, Trang's Gloves. I'm pretty sure drops in Nightmare. I think I remember farming them in Nightmare TZ Chaos, and they dropped over and over again in Nightmare TZ Chaos. Trying to think of like some other really good items that drop in Nightmare, but like there's a lot of good stuff that drops from Nightmare
Can't
Chaos.
Titans drop in Nightmare?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
he's
Titans are Nightmare.
Yeah.
72 Lightning Thunder.
Nice.
Beautiful.
So can the Oculus drop in Nightmare? Or is that a...
Yeah, Swirling Crystal's a Nightmare base.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
think-
level 42, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
so
go farm it
Nightmare
in,
Cows is a
Lithid,
good
though.
place to farm. It's not a bad place. And there's definitely some very good items that you can get from Nightmare Cows.
You
And
can also find the awesome niche set of Cow King's leathers.
so if you're capable of doing Nightmare Cows right now, like, that could be interesting. Oh, that's interesting.
Hmm.
A grinding Pylum, but it's ethereal?
If you just hit 50-something, you can still get some decent EXP out of doing like bail runs, and that'll help speed up your cow runs.
I'm so curious about this grinding Pylum. This could be the key to the infinite, the 30K barrier.
What's a pylon?
It's a throwing item.
So, I think it's one of those javelins.
You'd have to repair it.
Oh wait, if you sell ethereal items to the shop, it disappears, doesn't it?
Yep.
Thanks.
I don't think you can buy back ethereal items, can you?
No, sir.
Ah, so that ruins that for the grinding trick. We don't get any EXP when you guys are like really far away from us.
Yeah, everybody with teleports just leaving the cool people behind, thanks.
I mean, I've got teleport, but I only have charges. I'm not wasting them just to keep up with you guys.
I know, but I don't have teleport at all, and they're leaving me behind too.
Sorry.
I just
Yell at
feel
us
left
sooner.
out.
So what you're saying is they're rude. That's what you're saying.
They are very rude.
individuals. Just rude operators. I think that's pretty much it.
Yep.
Rude operators. Do. I completed my Hell Hammerden as Diablo clone. Going to be easy. If Bale and Diablo weren't too difficult, I found myself on Archon Saga 4 playing. I hate to inform you that I don't even know if Hammerden can actually kill Ubers. They've got like 75% magic damage resistance. Unlike most monsters in the game that only have like 0% magic resistance, and so you're like, you know, just like pounding their face in, and they can't resist the damage that you're putting out.
Anybody want to
Uber
roll
Diablo and all of the Pandemonium Diablo, Uber Bale, Uber Mephisto, they all have like 75% magic resistance. So your hammers do basically no damage to them.
As someone who's played an Nation in Ubers, you're literally a distraction just to pull Ubers. That's about it. Other than that, you're worthless.
If you want to kill Diablo clone, or if you want to kill like some of the other, like, you know, obviously, though the more difficult bosses, you're gonna have to get a sub spec, which is basically where you get like a decent smiting weapon and a decent smiting shield, and you put it on the other side, combined with maybe like a life tap, gloves of some kind. You're basically gonna have to go poor man smiter to get like the damage output that you need. Poor man smiter unfortunately doesn't kill things very quickly. It'll work, but it's not gonna be fast. And it's gonna be a lot of gear swapping, so you're gonna have to like swap in pieces of equipment. Like
Hammerden is a farming build, not a bossing build, basically. If you want a good hybrid, you should make a North Star Smiter.
Yep, North Star would absolutely wreck.
Plug the video there, Ginger.
Plug the video. They're like, plug it. Yeah, they got magical resistances. Bom, bom, bom. Bom, bom, bom. I
Chinchilla.
am the lower res bot.
Tortellini! Good word, tortellini.
No.
Aha.
Knew that was gonna happen.
Aha.
Why
My
are you
TP.
teleporting?
You can't be berserking with a whole bunch of archers shooting at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
Concentrate, brother. I promise you.
He doesn't believe in the concentration.
Lumroon.
He doesn't believe in the concentrate plan.
No.
Like, he doesn't believe.
I got 50 DR
He doesn't,
and I'm
he
running
doesn't
that.
understand that he can switch back and forth between them, and it's absolutely amazing.
It really is. I literally never die.
Up here it.
Basically, how you do it is you use Berserk until you're dying, and then you switch to Concentrate when you're dying, and then you go back to Berserk when you're not dying. Like they work synergistically with each other. They're actually really nice. Yeah, Balthazar with another $5. I appreciate that, Balthazar. Just gotta check budget. North Star Smiter includes Haas, Last Wish, Astrions on swap, and Tyraels. Who has a Last Wish on my Astrion North Star Smiter? And that's not budget.
That's not even close to budget. What?
Yeah.
I do not think a Last Wish is budget, sir.
Like, what budget? The budget of half my organs?
Did he just say Tyraels too?
And Tyraels, yeah.
What?
What video did he look up?
I don't know, not my video.
Brother, someone done lie to you.
Like, you can do a North Star Smiter running off of a...
Ooh, a Bectic
Like-
Corbin.
Black and a 4.
Get out of my way.
You got a
That's a
Crush
terrible
Flange, a
tactic,
Spirit Shield, a Smoke, and a G-Face. You got this.
Dude, I beat Uber's P8 solo Self-Found with a Crush Flange with an Rune in it. I'm pretty sure I had a Treachery, like a friggin' Life Tap Wand, like a pair of Blood Gloves that I crafted myself. That I'm pretty sure my mommy said was a good job, and I believed her.
Bloodcrafts? Or Bloodcrafts are best at slut.
Yes.
Yeah, but they
but that
they
doesn't
roll
mean you
like
always end up to get
5
the best
Crushing
ones.
Blow and
Yeah.
no res and 2 to Strength and
Like
stuff.
10% IAS, something stupid.
Ooh, an ancient armor. What a useless piece of garbage.
You know, we got
Hey, that's
Blood Gloves
35K.
at home. Those are always 35K in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Yeah, it was the early Paladin set one.
Those are, yeah. That's also 35K.
A really nice budget
What in
North
the
Star Spider
ham
would be
biscuit?
like running a Nausea's Light Plate, a Lore, a Spirit, some like Alder's Boots, and you'd want like a Crush Flange or a Black, your standard Smiter weapon, and you should be able to do most things.
See, I found black to
Life
be...
Tap Wand.
I found black to be too hard to make on solo self-found. Like, I
Fair.
just never had the runes for it. And, like,
What is it?
well, it's just solo self-found. It's just hard to get runes for. And,
All IO enough.
and
all IO
black
enough.
is...
Yeah, the IO.
is
That's
the IO.
Yeah, the IO tends. Yeah.
And then, so I had a Crush Flange, and I socketed that bad boy, and I put a Shell Rune in it for the longest time. A white Caduceus? Ooh. Can't view that. And then the stupid just never could find the IO rune, so I ended up socketing the Crush Flange with an rune and using that instead. It was better.
Right. Well, I'm just saying that if he's online, he can go bum an IO room off of somebody. I know somebody in the kinship can give him one if he's
I mean,
that hard up.
I got a Crush Flange sitting in my stash.
There you go. Crush Flange done. You got an rune and stuff in it?
I don't have an rune right now. No, the only reason I had to shove an rune in it is because I ran into a situation where I couldn't keep the open wounds up on the target because the percentage of open wounds that I had was too low. I was using like a blood belt with like 10%, and the blood belt with 10% just wasn't high enough.
Was that IKM?
No, it was Millibrega's armor.
Yeah. I'm gonna
I
sell
got
it to the
quick glance.
NPC for 35K in the bank.
Miller time.
35K in the bank. 35K in the bank. I got that white Caduceus. Anybody want to imbue it for me?
Sure, I'll do it.
Oh,
I mean, I was about to say,
think
I'll go do it. I don't have
wanna-
a use for mine right now.
I have one in
I've been
Nightmare.
waiting to find a diadem. Ain't found one yet, so.
I'm gonna reroll
Yeah.
the Caduceus. It's TC85.
So what can come on a Caduceus that's worth re-rolling?
It gets plus skills. It can also roll skills on it as well. So you could potentially end up with like a +2
Wow.
pally. You could also get like say like plus
But
two,
that- I
plus three
mean-
blessed hammer, like +3 concentration. You could get there's some pretty interesting combinations. It could also just roll with like really good
what it
mods.
got? Like what it got?
What'd
Yeah.
you get?
Concentration. He
Plus
posted
2
it.
Fnat, plus 3 Conk,
Holy
and
Jesus.
+3 Vengeance.
You got a
about
332. That's pretty rare. 332 is very rare.
I dropped it in town for you.
Yeah, I'll re-roll it with skulls. Unfortunately, it didn't roll any good mods on the actual weapon, so
Do you want some skulls?
I got 2 skulls. I could use more skulls. You know what? You could always use more skulls. Okay, who can't use more? I'm a skeleton. I'm a necromancer. I use skulls every day in my EDL, my everyday life.
You guys seen that? What is it? That D&D short where it's like the wizard asked the rogue for a pristine human skull, and I can't
And
have you
ask
ask
where
any.
it came from.
Yeah, and then like as long as you don't ask any questions,
Bathroom break through it back.
fine
You
deal.
ever use TP skulls?
Eric said he's got a bank of perfect skulls.
That
Gemchant
hurt.
died by a sand raider. That's terrible.
Yeah, they were might enchanted and just slapped me in the face.
They slapped you
They
right
said
in the wiener.
no thank you.
Slapped you right in the wiener.
Winter destruction.
Mm-hmm. When in doubt, kick him in the wiener.
Ouch.
Can you describe in detail where the winter is?
No. That's not something I can do.
It's a place between the ween and the tur.
I can't remember what show I was watching, and they were doing like self-defense classes for women, and they were basically just teaching women to go for the weak spots. That was like the whole class. They were like you can target a man, and it doesn't matter how big or how tough a man is. If you hit him in the right spots, he's always gonna go down. The first one is the nards. You hit him right in the nards, and he's gonna go down. The second one is the throat. Punch him right in the throat, and he can't breathe. And the third one is the eyes. I'm going to teach you the eye gouge technique. And these, and that was like the whole class was teaching the women how to punch in the nets, kick in the nuts, gouge the eyes, throat punch, just every kind of dirty trick you can imagine.
Wasn't King of the Hill, was it?
I don't remember. It wasn't a cartoon. No, this was actual like live action.
As a blind man with small stuff and no neck, this doesn't bother me.
Third Gear's blind? That makes so much sense. That's why he doesn't watch TV no more.
Yeah, I play this game by sound.
It all makes sense. Now we understand why he doesn't watch Star Trek.
And it's why I wear my sunglasses while playing this game, because, you know.
Stevie Third Gear.
Yes.
Pukeco Crow the Witch. A double bow of a double bowedness. That's terrible. These bows are so terrible. I don't know why you give them. They smell like turds and gas. I'm pretty sure they're not shouts. You guys ever see that episode of Seinfeld where the guy gets into the car and he has like the legendary BO that just won't go away, and his BO infects the car.
Seinfeld.
And then everybody that gets into the car is then infected with the BO, and they start like transmitting it everywhere. Like Seinfeld ends up selling the car because he doesn't want to deal with the BO anymore.
I don't watch TV. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's Seinfeld's an old show.
Old, so you can't even pretend like you haven't seen that one.
Like that's something I grew up watching.
I imagine that's something that came on cable, so I didn't have
it was
Yeah,
on
well-
regular TV.
Was
Because
I
I,
like
didn't
40
have, because I didn't have cable and I seen it.
Grand Charm. Yeah, but that was airing what, late 80s, early 90s?
I think it was early 90s.
okay, well I was born in '92, so I don't remember anything before 2000.
Yeah, but it ran for like 20 years, and I think it's still in syndication.
Yeah, it's still on like TBS or.
It's like I was talking to some girl one time, right? And I said I happened to mention Ferris
Mythic
Bueller's
talks to
Day Off.
girls? Wow.
And she goes, I'm not old enough to know what that movie is. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like aired on TV like all the freaking time. And how would you know it's not your age thing if...
See, am I the only
Like-
one that just like doesn't care like how old a television show is? Like,
No,
I
love
was
the
over there
old
watching
stuff.
like Battlestar Galactica, and Battlestar Galactica came out like way before I was born.
Well, it's not necessarily that. It's things have their prime popularity. So, if you're not there when it has that, you tend to miss out.
Yeah, but there's certain shows that are just legendary. It doesn't matter what time
Like
period.
Firefly.
Like,
Who would go back and watch Firefly all the time?
Like A-Team.
I own
Like,
Firefly,
come on, who
and
Exactly.
I still send hate mail to Fox for canceling it.
Everyone
Every
does.
year. Every year, they get a hate mail
He
from
likes
me.
Firefly, but he hasn't seen Star Trek. What the hell's going on?
I'm a very strange person.
Like, you do realize that like Firefly probably wouldn't even exist without Star Trek.
I'll put it to you like this. I've played many Star Wars games and never seen any of the movies.
I mean, Star Trek and Star Wars are kind of two different things. Like,
Yeah, but I've played many Star Wars games and never played or never seen the movies.
that's sad because the Star Wars games usually suck.
And Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2 were really good.
I'm about to say some of the old Star Wars
I mean,
games are really good.
KOTOR is an exception.
Yeah, it was made back when BioWare was good.
And before BioWare got bought out by EA and got destroyed.
Yep.
Poor BioWare. They're just a shell of their former selves at this point.
They're just a depressing husk.
Mat bow. It's a +3 mat bow. Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Is it
Roll
socketed yet?
No, it needs to be rolled. Who wants to ruin it?
I will.
I'll ruin it. Give it to me. I'm happy.
I say
to do
I
it.
will gladly do it because if it rolls good, I'll be making myself an ice bow.
4. 4 is your ideal. 3 though would be I mean 5 would be a pretty good mist as well.
So I have a 5-socket GMB with 3 skills that's
Balthazar
ready to
with
go.
the $10. Thank you, Balthazar. Isn't farming bases for cows anti-ethical to farming cows for upgrades? Wouldn't I want to max MF for upgrades and minute for bases? What?
Someone's trading a goal for a High Lords. Is that worth
The
it?
old Lucas Arts goal for High Lords? Yeah, that's way better than what I got. Is that a game?
Yeah, I'm taking it. Why not?
Yeah, grab it. You got a High Lords?
I do. I found it earlier today.
Oh, dang it. I was gonna give
You've
you
been
my
robbed,
High Lords.
Ginger.
I was gonna give him my High Lords to trade.
I can't do that here.
Way better than the history people been offering me.
I think this is a Fizz Boson.
Balthazar, the big
Nope,
G
it's-
over here supporting the poor streamer.
Big Chungus.
It's a Javazon that needed it. That's an interesting one.
Not really. It's got the lightning res, 1 to skills, and some attack speed. Usually the 20 IS on the gloves and High Lords allows you to hit your highest breakpoint with, or the highest reasonable breakpoint for the charge strike. So
Cody, what are you doing? Why
with
do you look
Sunder,
like?
the lightning res is also really nice.
Why do you look like the cat that ate the canary? Why do you look guilty? You looks guilty. Why you look guilty? What'd you do? You looks guilty. I ain't never seen a dog look so guilty in my entire life. What did you do? What did you tear up?
Oh my god, come on, slowpokes.
What? I'm trying to question the guilty dog.
Y'all just stand up by the entrance. Let's go kill things.
He's being bad. I don't know what he did, but he did something. Probably ate a whole turkey or something.
Oh, those things are scary.
Balthazar. Thank you, Balthazar. You gotta wonder how much business AoE AH gets with how much they spam in the lobby chat. Blanket ads, right?
Depressingly, probably more than you'd like, and more than you want to know.
I don't really know. You know, it's one of those silly things. I think that the people who are using those RMT sites are the same people who are using the RMT sites. Like, I don't think they're getting anybody to like new to like swap over. There's no religion converting.
That's a pretty good Sacred Globe for level 30. 3 to Orb, 1 to Blizzard, 1 Energy Shield, plus life with 2 sockets.
What jewels are you gonna put in it?
Flawless Skulls. Reroll Caduceus is gonna reroll a caddy.
You want to 2 open socket Troll's Nest?
Number 1.
Rhyme.
Is the caddiest caddy that you'll ever cad. Number 1. I kind of miss the old Sierra Entertainment, to be honest. They put out some bangers back in the day.
What was that?
Sierra Entertainment?
It was a production
No
company.
computer games.
They were basically the equivalent of Steam for the longest time. Like, there was a time there where it felt like you couldn't buy a game without it being a Sierra product at some point or another. Ugh, the worst Lightning Thunder I've ever seen.
A 90?
It's a 79.
Don't touch it, you'll get cooties.
I don't think anybody wants it. 79 is pretty bad.
Mine's a 71, so.
No, it could be a lot worse. I'm joking. It could be a 90.
Are people still demanding anti-perfect Thunder Charm?
There's some people out there. The ones that haven't played in a couple seasons or don't read or don't care to
if
read.
you're trying to make a challenge, maybe we'll do the 90. Everybody, you have one of every negative 90 Sundeer in your inventory challenge.
An anti-perfect Sunder of every type, and then you have to beat the game.
Sunder 1.
Oh, did y'all go to level 3? Yep, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
We
at
just left you
level
behind.
3. Yeah, yep. Just like you leave us behind.
Except that we did it with our feet, because we're not cheaters.
Yeah, not dirty hobo cheaters. I threw in the hobo. You didn't say hobo, but I know I felt it. I felt the hobo.
You're just jealous because you don't get a teleport for free yet.
You're right, I'm jealous because I'm poor.
I got teleports. Even when I have teleport, I don't use them like that. That's like crackhead mode. Some people get the crackhead mode like Twitch when they get their teleport ability. They're like,
But yeah, now they can move fast.
and then they start. They can't even stop teleporting even when they're standing still. Like when they're standing still, they're over there like boop, 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 boop,
Like
boop,
this.
boop, 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 boop. Like crackhead mode. Like calm down a little bit, crackhead.
I remember that one season where a couple of Novasaurs were running, and they were just teleporting in front of everybody, murdering everything, and we weren't getting any EXP.
I don't know. We had one guy one season. even without teleport, the guy was always ahead of the group every single time. He had, it's like he had some sort of like syndrome where he had to be at the front of the pack, like no matter what, even if he wasn't doing anything useful or being like, you know, a member of the group or getting any XP in any way, shape, or form. Like when we were leveling the first day, he was literally ahead of us the entire time, all the way like through the game. Every time we turned around, like we would have just started a level and he would just automatically just run through all the monsters to get to the next area. And he's like, "Come on, guys, I'm at the next area. Hurry up! Come on, guys, I'm at the next area." And we're like, "Dude, we're not in a rush. Just slow down a little bit. Like, we just come level up with the group. We're killing stuff." And then when he got his Enigma, oh my god, it was like 17,000 times worse. I remember I ended up booting him from one of the groups because he couldn't stay with the group while we were trying to EXP. After I friendly asked him to stop running ahead like 6 times, and he's like, "I'm not running ahead." I'm like, dude, we're in Worldstone Keep 2 and you're sitting at the doorway to Throne. Like, come on. You're running ahead.
Next.
Like, we're literally walking these. Like, this is what we're doing. Walk with the group. I can't.
We're here. You're here to make friends.
Oh, thank you for the Prime sub, most excellent. I appreciate it. Womp womp womp.
Gotta move some stuff out of my inventory real quick.
I don't know, it really kind of pisses me off with New Character Day when some people don't understand what New Character Day is and they're trying to rush through New Character Day the whole time we're playing. We've had some New Character Days ruined because of it too. Like, we're just trying to relax and have fun and kill everything and murder MDK, and there's always that one guy who just like we're not going fast enough for him. But it's like the thing when you're driving, you know, like when you're driving on the interstate and you're going 75 miles an hour and you're not going fast enough, and you're going 80 miles an hour and there's always somebody behind you because you're not going fast enough, and you're going 110,000 miles per hour and somehow there's somebody behind you going 120,000 miles an hour and you're not going fast enough. Like, it doesn't matter, like, if you're that guy that we're not going fast enough for you, it doesn't matter how fast we go because we're not going fast enough. It's like you speed up and you're still not going fast enough.
Those people hate me because I just hit 65 and stay there.
Some people are just in a rush to go nowhere for nothing all the time.
I'm not in any hurry because I don't care. I've been accused of driving like an old man, and I take it as a compliment.
I found out my car was like 5 miles under the speed limit on like the speedometer. So even though I thought I was driving like 5 or 10 miles over the speed limit, I never was. So I was just like always going the speed limit studiously.
Did you have a wrong size tires on it or something?
Probably.
Bigger tires?
Probably.
That's usually the main cause. People put bigger rims and tires and never change the timing to match it.
I think at one point I was reading online something about that, yeah. People said that, like, because I think my car came with like some really crappy stock tires, and I think at one point I asked for a recommendation for like a new size, and I think they threw a bigger size on there. That's probably what it is.
Yep, that will do it.
But, you know, whatever. No tickets, so, haha. You lifted your Subaru so it would be closer to God? Okay.
I mean, if you're driving a Subaru, you're probably already losing the fight there, buddy.
My dream car was always a Jeep. I always wanted like a really nice, like, Jeep.
Oddly enough, my dream car is like an old 50s, 60s VW Beetle just souped up and slammed to the ground.
Oh,
just a fun little cruiser with a bunch of horsepower.
There's some really cool Jeeps out there. It used to
I
be
want a
Jeep
motorcycle.
the manufacturer, like Jeep the brand. But then there was like at a Toyota dealership one time, and there was this like really sweet, like Jeep model. I guess that Toyota made back in the day. I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen it.
840s were the old.
The FJ Cruiser.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had it in the thing, and I was like, oh my god, that thing is beautiful.
I want a motorcycle or a deuce and a half.
Yeah, here it is right here. It's apparently the FJ40.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw this thing and I was like, oh my god, that is gorgeous.
I've got
I
a
want an
BJ70
FJ40.
that's right-hand drive
Why is
turbo
it
diesel.
so
It's Japanese market.
It's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
You should go buy a K truck, Ginger.
If I had money, I'd buy something. I don't know. My car is, it's like nearing. I bought it brand new in like 2007, and it's nearing its like 20. Was it 20 like 4 years or something? I don't know.
About 20-year mark, yeah, about there.
If you're ever in Salt Lake City, go to the Land Cruiser Museum. It's awesome.
Do any of you know what a deuce and a half is?
Yes.
I want a deuce and a half.
We outfitted it as our brush truck. So.
Ah, yeah.
we have
Are you just talking a 250 or a 2500?
No, a deuce and a half
Army
is a surplus Army 1970s like supply truck.
Ew, don't buy old Army stuff.
Yes,
As someone who came from the
every time
Army,
he eats a burrito.
as someone who came from the Army and worked with those things, never ever go buy an old Army vehicle. That is the worst thing you can buy unless you swap out every single piece of equipment on there.
That's fine. I don't care.
Period.
I just want it. I want this. I want the engine that will run off of anything.
That's not how it works.
You stuff corn. Yeah,
That's,
but still.
that's not how it works. They
Runs
run
off-
off a JP8 or diesel. It's one of the two.
Honestly,
they're all
Balthazar,
Caterpillar
if
motors.
you're trying to farm in Nightmare difficulty, your best bet is just to follow the Terror Zone. Because the Terror Zones are really good for farming in TZ.
Yeah, the only thing that
You get good EXP there, and there's good drops.
well,
mean,
I would
yeah,
try
you-
and go to Bale to like 65, and then you could TZ from there onward for.
I mean, if you're level 54 too, you could very easily farm Bale for EXP until you get your character a lot higher. You can do Bale in Nightmare till like 75.
Yep.
Yeah, I usually do Bale to like 60 or 65, and then do Nightmare TZs to like 70 to 75.
Yeah, I mean, your real problem right now is you're just too low level. I think you were 54 yesterday. I don't know if you leveled up, but you need to get higher than 54 if you want to move to hell difficulty. You're looking
Yep.
at anywhere between like 65 to 75, and then you can start moving into hell difficulty with relative ease.
Well,
Bale's gonna get you there. Like if you go farm Bale will get you to that level relatively quickly.
and Chaos is also a reasonable spot.
58. Nice, making some progress.
It's not as good as Bale, but
Oh, I gotta restart my game.
Man, I might need to hop off. My head's hurting.
are you dehydrated?
I've been drinking
About
plenty of
so.
water.
Have you been drinking plenty of electrolytes?
Electrolytes? What kind of electrolytes?
Salt,
Salty electrolytes? I like those.
minerals, vitamins.
Who doesn't?
That's when I get
like
this level, and then I'm getting off.
It's got what plants crave.
Next stream.
That was one movie I did watch, Idiocracy, and it's come true.
Oh,
as far
he's
as I'm
seen
concerned.
some things. Look at him actually seeing stuff.
I understood that reference.
He understood the reference, guys.
What, Horde?
The raw of this game, Blazy. There you go.
Idiocracy was hilarious. I like that movie.
Yeah, too bad it came true.
Who's rolling that mat bow, by the way?
Who said it wouldn't come true?
I don't know, but it's depressing.
So what
Why
you're
is it
saying is the
depressing?
dogs are taking over the world?
What?
You don't want a
Said
wrestler
dogs
as the
are taking
president?
over? Exactly.
With it that fires a machine gun into the air in the middle of Senate? That sounds amazing.
That's a pretty good roll. You got max IAS and pretty high on the damage.
Bronzo.
No, I got the lowest
Is that
IS.
small charm of anthrax 100? No, it's a 50.
But it's got what plants crave.
So I have I have 2 cryptic axes and a thresher. Can I get 3 Ral runes, 3 Am runes, and 3 perfect amethysts?
There's a Ral rune. That's about all I got.
There's all my Amaruns.
Yes.
Who picked up that map bow to roll? I want to see what it rolls. So it rolls 4. I'm definitely gonna make that nice bow, and that will be my next character.
I need a token, man. Damn it.
Oh, somebody messed
Right.
up their respecs.
Yeah, I did.
Somebody messed
Who
up
needs a
3 of
token?
their respect tokens, and now they just be joking.
Who needs the
I mean,
token?
Telling you, make
Five-
that album.
5 socket cryptic axe.
And I said, what? I don't got no essences, and you're gonna
Anybody
have to
have
farm
a-
them go stealth.
Wait, is it E?
Alumro?
No.
A rune of
Anybody-
loneliness?
Anybody got any more Rals fooling around? I could use 2 more. Checking. Hey. You're beautiful.
I'm gonna go kill things and see if I can't farm a key.
All right. Does anybody need a elite base insight, or I just got a 4-socketed cryptic axe that I don't need.
Ethereal?
It's not ethereal, but it's elite base.
No, the only thing I can do on mine is improve to make it ethereal.
Okay. And I got another one that's a thresher, so I guess these are just swappy game items.
Cody, quit grumbling like a little baby dog.
Thank you for the rows and ams, gentlemen.
Cody the baby dog.
I'm still waiting on whoever picked up that map bow to roll the map bow.
Who picked it up?
I don't know. No one's speaking up.
Did we leave it behind?
No, because someone picked it up because I wasn't able to.
Womp womp.
The game ate it. It's reclaimed it.
Alright, gents. I am out for the evening. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I think I am too.
Good luck.
I'm gonna transmute up some gems and go to bed. That ring ain't great.
No.
Ginger, before you go, do you want a bunch of skulls?
I'm gonna hop off. I gotta go to
Okay.
bed. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Do I have a Kaiser 4 gaming chair? I do have a Kaiser 4 gaming chair. It's nice of you to notice. It's beautiful. It was sent to me by the good folks at Andaseat. You can get your own. I have a special link. You can follow this link and you can use my code and you can get $30 off your own gaming chair. Like that. See? Look at that. It's beautiful. It's actually a really nice chair, to be honest. I was pleasantly surprised at how nice of a chair it is. Very, very nice indeed. Very, very nice. So nice. Tell him to come to 1/2. Twa got a bow for him. He said he has a
Oh, did
3
someone-
GMB for you.
Yeah, there you go.
Game
Forsock?
EH1 password 2. Alright, guys and gals, I'm going to head off and get some sleep. As always, I do appreciate you guys and gals joining me for these fun little adventures. Be sure to check out the video on the upcoming changes for Diablo 4 if you're interested. Balthazar, thank you very much for all the donations. I really, really appreciate it. It helps me, helps keep me from going homeless. I appreciate that. And as always, keep watching.